Yeah, that wasn't responding like this at all when I was using Polypop.
Oh yeah, it's so odd.
For the future.
For the future.
Yeah. Okay. Yo.
Hello.
Hello.
We are back.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome everybody.
Yeah. I'm Scott.
And I'm Phil.
Hey, Phil.
What's up?
Oh, what up?
So, have you ever wondered what would happen if David Finch directed The Hangover?
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
David Fincher's Hangover. That's exactly it.
Today we're talking about I Melt With You.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That was not what I was expecting.
I know, right?
I don't know. I saw the Magnolia Films logo and knew
You're like,
exactly what I was getting into. I was just like,
Always late, but worth the wait, baby.
Man.
Always late, but worth the wait. Oh yeah. It was a different thing, man. When I first saw that, it just kind of got dropped on me. I just saw the name of it. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna watch it. And this was like in 2011. So
Okay. Yeah.
yeah. Got a torrent, and then I started watching it. I kept watching it. I guess we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. So,
what do you think of this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're back.
Yeah. So, Scoot, how was that week, baby?
It's pretty good. Nothing too substantial to talk about. I got through most of Fate. Ultimately stopped watching it by the time I got to Extra Last Encore. Watched most of that, but it just wasn't clicking the way the other ones did.
Yeah.
I think Fate Stay Night, Fate Zero, and Apocrypha are probably the standouts of that series.
How long are
Cool.
each is each series? Are
They're
they
like 2 seasons. I think 12 to
48?
13.
Okay.
12 to 13 episodes each.
That's not bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Standard.
it's good.
Right.
Let's see. Oh, have you guys ever seen Cadillac Records?
No.
I know.
I
I've
don't
heard
know
of
why
that.
I
What
immediately
is
started
that?
thinking about Cadillacs and dinosaurs.
No, man.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Who remembers that?
Oh, I do. That game jams.
Yeah.
It's far better than the name gives it credit.
Yes,
like,
it
Oh,
is.
it's so good.
No, but what is
But, okay,
Cadillac
so
Records?
Cadillac Records is the, I guess, the Muddy Waters story.
Yeah,
so
totally.
It's about.
Okay.
It's got Adrian Brody in it.
Okay,
as
cool.
the white guy.
Oh yeah.
And,
Is he? So is he the producer? Or?
He's the guy. I guess he's the owner of the record label.
That's what I
or
thought.
something.
He's
Okay,
the
yeah.
Don King.
And,
Yeah.
What is it? Beyonce plays
What?
Aretha Franklin. Mos Def
What?
plays what's his name? Fuck, Chuck Berry.
What?
Whoa.
And he's really good.
What
in
the
it.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Most
How did I
Def
not
is
know that
Chuck
this
Berry?
existed?
This is on Netflix, and I'm not gonna say it's a great movie, but if
It's
you
worth
have,
watching?
it's worth
Yeah.
watching.
Heard
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've heard of that, but I did not realize it was all
Really,
that.
it's pretty good.
That's
Beyonce
fucking
as
cool.
Aretha.
That's a little odd to
yeah,
me, but
that's
maybe
kinda
she
weird.
pulls it
She
off.
gets the most songs.
All right, of course
Of
she
course,
does.
of
And
course
everything
she
that
does.
she's
Yeah.
in. I remember watching the live action Lion King. She voiced Nala.
Yeah.
And so
Oh.
yeah, right. And so all of a sudden, man, when I'm watching the movie, blah blah blah. Here's Beyonce, and all of a sudden she got a song, right?
Yeah.
A song that was never in the original
yeah.
Lion King,
Mm-hmm.
but that song was longer and louder than every other part of the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like all of a sudden the volume cranked up, and there's this Beyonce song, and I'm
Why
like,
is this later?
what
Shut
just
up! It's
happened?
Beyonce.
Exactly.
Shut
right?
the fuck up.
B is performing,
Yeah,
okay?
okay.
She's a queen, But yeah, she tends to take over
Yeah,
whatever
seriously.
she's in.
Who the fuck
Yeah.
are you, Kanye West?
She has some dominance.
You know the funny thing is, I was watching some Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
Old Pete, man, this motherfucker. I was watching some of his roasts and shit, and he's been roasting on Kanye for a long time.
Yeah.
You know, and to finally bring it full circle, like,
Oh my God.
you know, it's so wild to see it. I'm like, wow, you've been doing this for a long time. And then, I mean, it's also a big fuck you to
That
Ariana
man
Grande.
had a plan.
He had a plan, you know. Ariana Grande, get off me.
Yep.
You know, and so now he's got Kim K. I'm like, ooh, you know, everybody's big mad.
Wow.
I guess it's because he's funny, right? Because he's kind of a weird looking dude.
He's a weird looking dude. Like, I think he's mixed, and nobody knows what
Nobody
he
knows
is.
what the fuck he is.
Yeah,
he's
right?
a Pete.
He's a Pete.
That's all I know.
It's like, his face looks like a Star Wars costume design.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know. But apparently he got game. So
yeah, apparently. My God.
You know, but I guess when you go Mo Cheddar the ass getter, when you go from dating Kanye West, you know, like anything, because Kanye is never a funny guy, right? Like the
not
laughs,
intentionally. He's not
right,
intentionally.
right. Well, you're not supposed to laugh when
You're
it's
not
funny, you know, because you got a problem,
Right.
You know. So I'm sure all the laughs were at like an absolute minimum for poor
totally.
Kim K.
Yeah.
And now it's just like, wow, this dude he laughs about everything.
He is a very silly bastard.
Yeah,
is what he is,
yeah. He
I
doesn't give a
don't know. I
fuck.
like Pete Davidson's energy.
Yeah, me too.
You know.
Yeah, yeah. He's really irreverent.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I'm with that.
Seems like a pretty genuine dude.
Yeah,
too,
dude.
so.
You know, he's like, fuck it. You
I
know?
could see that after being behind the shroud that is Kanye.
Right. Oh,
being
my
like,
God.
oh, you're a real person. Oh my God.
Yeah, there's like one SNL episode where Kanye was, you know, being Kanye. And Pete Davidson was just like, you know, you see him in the background, he's looking straight down. And he's like, I just fucking hate this dude, but I wanted a career. And next thing you know, you see him just leave the stage. He just walks off. You know?
It's like, I'll get you back later.
For real.
You just wait.
I'm going to take it all. You know what I mean? So, odd shit.
That's funny.
But what about yourself? What you been doing?
Well, I got two specific pieces of news. I'm still watching that Book of Boba Fett.
Okay.
It's still awesome.
What episode you on?
4. Yeah, the 4th one just came out.
Okay.
So they're coming out on Wednesday, you know. And yeah, I still like it quite a bit. But fucking Thundercat is in this last episode.
Oh God,
Thundercat is.
I love him. I saw that.
And he's just a random like character. He's a guy that
sounds
works
about
at
right.
like a chop shop that fixes people up. Like
nice.
Does he get any speaking lines?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I guess I won't ruin what he does, but yeah, he's a doctor.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Who saw him and was like, "Yeah, we need Thundercat."
Yeah, man.
You know.
Yeah, and it's and as soon
right
as he looked up, I was like,
person.
"That's fucking Thundercat." Hold on a second here. Yeah, but the other thing is, have you guys heard about this sandwich? This new Arby's sandwich?
No. Oh wait, you were
Wait,
telling me about this super spicy one?
Yeah, the spicy one is called the Diablo Dare. You guys know about that at all?
No.
So it's like the hottest sandwich ever. I hope we're still online.
Yeah.
Stream disconnected, attempting to reconnect.
Yeah, I've been having internet issues all day long, to be honest with you.
The internet is not being kind to us right now, guys. We are sorry.
Oh, it's not.
We will do what we can.
And yeah, so the broadcast has ended. But here it says we're live.
Looks like we're back.
Are we back yet?
We're not live.
We are not live.
Mm-mm.
Shit.
Streamlabs know about that polypop. He said, "Oh, you trying to polypop on me, huh?
Man,
Right.
You gonna pop
I
on
think
me?"
my internet's just fucking on me today.
Yeah, like I said, man, I have the same problem. I had to disconnect from my router to use my phone's internet earlier.
Well, what you want to do? Keep going?
We can
and
just
then
keep going
upload
and
it
then
later?
upload it later. Yeah.
Okay, well, it's recording. Anyway, so yeah, the sandwich, the
Diablo Dare.
Yeah, and so I don't know what the fuck happened to Arby's, but like they've totally cheaped out on all their packaging now.
I thought they always had like the crazy themed packaging, and they would do like Street Fighter and like all sorts of.
This is some cheap shit nowadays. Like
Wow.
the fry container still looks the same, but the sandwich came in a bag, like Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
And I was like, I've never seen Arby's
Was
do
it
this. They always
foil?
have the boxes.
Was it
you
like
know?
a foil bag or paper?
Yeah, it was like the foil bag. Yeah, totally. So really like a Chick-fil-A bag,
Right,
you know. And it had a big sticker on the outside of it that was it was a TikTok sticker, right? A QR thing, because they're pretty much like eat the whole sandwich without. So it comes with a complimentary milkshake.
Oh
wow,
right?
it's like that.
Yeah, because they're really trying to fuck with you, because it's like got it's got like a habanero jack cheese. It has
Ghost pepper.
Like a ghost pepper chipotle barbecue sauce. It has like a capsaicin sprinkle. It has chopped jalapenos on it.
Holy
it's got
shit.
so they're trying to blow you the fuck up.
And then it all depends on who's making it too, right? So I mean,
some people
if
are gonna over it on the sauce.
yeah,
or
especially
the
if they
sprinkle.
like heat.
Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
man.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Don't let me make that sandwich.
It's
right.
it's like whoever makes it gets to make it with a vengeance.
Right.
Yep.
You know, it's like, okay, you know
I'ma
what?
make
You're
this
employee of the
motherfucker
month.
cry.
Yeah, you're employee of the month. You get to make the Diablo dares this month. You know.
Oh, boy.
That must suck too. You gotta wear double gloves and everything. Make
Oh,
sure
that's true. Oh, I didn't even think about that. You rub your eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
damn.
you're done.
But like, I actually thought that the milkshake thing was a joke.
Shit, a free Jamocha. I'll take that.
They didn't let me pick.
What?
They just gave you-
they just gave me a vanilla milkshake.
What the fuck is that?
Hey, I like a vanilla milkshake. I'm
I
okay
like
with
a
that.
vanilla milkshake, but
Yeah.
from Arby's, I want that Jamocha.
You want the Jamocha shake?
Yeah, you want that Jamocha.
Yeah. They got a chocolate mint shake that's good too.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Try that.
But the sandwich though, man, like that's the whole thing. You're supposed to do your TikTok on eating it without taking sips of the shake.
You have to record a TikTok.
That's the idea. It's a
That's
challenge.
my God.
It's the
Yeah.
dare. It's the Diablo dare,
my
right? Can you
God.
pass the Diablo dare? You know? And I'm sitting there.
Did you do it?
No, I thought about it though.
You should have done it.
I really did, yeah. But then I was like, but then I'd have to download TikTok and have that shit on my
Ah,
phone.
got him.
TikTok on
Yeah.
my
So I was
phone.
like,
Fuck that.
not
saw
doing
straight
that.
through
right,
it.
I did. I did. This is an infiltration method, is what this is. Yeah, a Trojan horse of a hot sandwich. Yeah. So I
Shady business.
right,
man.
right. Y'all just trying to get me to have TikTok. Fuck off. Okay. But I really at this point I'm thinking about finding somebody that has TikTok and doing the challenge,
I have
because I ate that whole goddamn sandwich.
No
No
problem. No
Yeah.
sweat.
That milkshake stayed in my fridge.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
I had
mean,
a
of course,
beer
but
and I
there's-
took a swig afterwards.
Well, you know,
but
but beers usually
yeah.
serve to exacerbate.
they make it
spice.
worse most
Yeah.
of the time.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about the beer, but
Yeah,
man, it's worse.
It's that hop.
Yeah. It's like a soda will
What-
do the same thing.
What
you know?
you should do if
The
you
hop and
ever do
carbonation.
find somebody with TikTok is like
Got it.
film it, film it, but before you start eating the sandwich, start pouring some of the other hot sauces you have in the
Oh
like,
my God,
open up your hot
my
sauce
God.
fridge
Wow.
and like,
Just
just be like
Nah, people would be like, no, that hot sauce, that wasn't real hot sauce. It was probably just milk colored red. You know, like the trolls just
red,
Yeah.
crawl out of
red
their
milk.
caves. Like, oh, you know, that's just some kind of anti-heat sauce that he has.
I have
That's my best neck beard voice.
That was special sauce will ruin the challenge.
That's how
this
they all
sucks.
sound.
Yeah.
You know, don't look at it, man.
Okay, we're just recording locally.
Just
It is-
recording
it is what it
locally.
is.
It is what it is. Sorry, guys.
Have it up later.
Yeah.
Wow.
What is-
It's one of those days.
Sorry.
It's one of them days.
Sorry, Mom, I'm so high.
That's it. With a poorly drawn cat.
Yes. Who is definitely high.
So high. Look how high that goes.
Dude, I was like, okay, so that's a themed shirt. You killed it.
Right.
Yeah. My dude.
So high.
Nice.
See, now you understand why.
Yeah, right. I glanced at it earlier.
It
I was
wasn't
like,
for
what
no
the fuck is he
reason.
wearing?
I thought it was really appropriate.
That's so
but
good.
also funny.
Yeah. So you smashed the challenge. Sir.
Yes, I smashed the challenge, and I need to record a TikTok doing it because, like, seriously, it wasn't even a big deal. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
it was hot, sure, and I could see that the majority of people this would be too hot, but
that's
wasn't-
fast
it wasn't
food
too hot
hotness
for me.
anyway.
Yeah.
That's fast
Right.
food hotness
Yeah.
anyway. It's supposed to like cater to a broad,
Mhm.
customer base. So I mean, if we want something hot, we
Yeah.
pretty much have to make it ourselves.
Right.
At this
right.
point, you
That's,
know?
that's a different level of hot.
Different level.
you can
Yeah.
also get the sandwich in chicken or in a brisket, and I got the brisket.
How's their brisket?
One piece of it was very dry and was like beef jerky.
Okay.
So,
all right.
I was actually
Just one
far
piece.
more critical of their brisket than I was the rest of the sandwich.
Nice.
Like the spice was good. I was like, oh hey, good flavor. But I was like, this dry ass fucking brisket ain't doing me no favors.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you have to be really selective of where you get brisket from. Like,
Really,
if it's not like a really good restaurant, it's gonna be ass.
It's gonna suck.
Yeah, it's gonna suck.
It's
you know?
easy to fuck
And
brisket up though.
It
you know?
is. It
Like that's
is.
you got to do it just right. You got to do it Texas style, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Get a good ring around the outside.
Right.
I mean, I know
That
some pretty
crust.
reputable restaurants that fuck brisket.
They
up.
fuck brisket up,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, and people love it. They're just like, "Oh, this brisket's so good," and
You're
then I
like,
get it. I'm like,
that
"What the fuck
brisket's
is this?"
okay.
Yeah,
It's
for real,
It
dude.
might taste good, but the texture's off, or they didn't cut it right. or-
Uh-huh.
It's funny how the cut can make that big of a
It
difference.
changes
with
everything.
food, right?
Well, it's the same thing with
know?
like a steak or
Yeah.
with any cut of meat.
Absolutely.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
if you cut it wrong, it's gonna be
It's gonna be shitty.
Yeah, it's gonna be much tougher than it actually could be.
That's how you
so.
can make skirt steak rock, is you cut it the right way.
Yeah.
You know, marinate the shit out of it, and then you won't even know that it's
A lot of people
bad
don't know
beef.
that, man.
Right.
Oh, that's real.
What you been up to, Trey?
Okay. What has Trey been doing
What
this
have
week?
you been doing?
Well, what have I been playing? Have I been playing anything? Oh, okay. So I got back into Returnal.
Okay.
You know, so that's been very, very pleasant. You know, I was just having a conversation
I'm
with a
so
friend.
glad that you've got back into Returnal.
It was only a matter of time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
you know, I just had to recover from that damaging strike to my psyche when
Right.
they, you know, that was emotionally devastating for me. You know, when all of a
Setbacks.
sudden, when all of a sudden I can't like progress, I can't go through doors. I have to start over and over again. And it got to the point where I couldn't play the game unless I played on another profile completely.
Yeah.
And that coupled with not having a save state, it's just like, you know, it just didn't fit into my schedule.
Yeah.
But yeah, I started getting back on that, so that's been a really good time. I started watching Jujutsu Kaisen.
Huh.
Okay.
I love
Yeah?
it.
What's up with
I
that?
love it. Well, it's very shonen.
Yeah.
It's super shonen.
Yeah.
It's like all the shonen. You got elements of Bleach. You got elements of Naruto. You got your Naruto, Sasuke-ish characters, etc.,
it set in a high
There's well, yeah, kind of. There's like a Kakashi, and he is a bad motherfucker. His name's Gojo.
Oh,
and he
nice.
is bad. But it's about these sorcerers. They're like, you know, these kids. You know, they're 15 years old as always, 15 to 17.
Right.
Of course,
right.
yeah.
If they're not actually in high school, they're at least high school age.
Age every time, because that's the only time that anything
Is
happens
good
in your
in
life.
Japan?
Anything good or
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I mean,
After
that's
that, your life
why-
becomes a
because-
shit, and
well,
you're
be-
just a victim.
Well, because
Yeah.
after high school, what do you
You're
do?
a wage slave
You
for
go
the
to
rest
work.
of your life.
You go to
right,
work.
exactly.
You-
yeah.
There you
And
go.
so
And you try to not think about jumping off of the building that you work in.
exactly. You look at those suicide nets, and it's like, God damn
I
it.
can't even
Still
escape.
wouldn't kill me. But I'm sorry, this isn't.
Wow.
That's not funny. Well, it's kind of funny, but it shouldn't be funny.
It's not. It's,
Yeah,
but it is.
Don't laugh,
But it's
but
not.
laugh.
But
I don't know. But yeah, so these kids, you know, there are curses that exist in the world,
Mm-hmm.
and they basically have to train in order to exercise these curses. It's just
Okay.
a reason to
They
fight.
gotta do that key
Yeah.
blast.
Yeah,
do
like
that.
one guy, he'll just do this whole thing where he'll do like this and summon some like little spiritual dogs. He has a white one and a black one, and they eat curses and shit.
Oh,
It's
cool.
badass. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like super violent.
That sounds awesome.
But yeah. So that's been super hot.
Hell yeah.
Are we
Are we
live
back?
again?
We are live again.
Hey,
There we
sorry.
are. Hello.
Sorry, guys. It's been a minute since our internet went down. It's being an asshole today, so we're going to try to keep the stream going, but if you want to hear these hilarious things that we were saying before we came
We will
back,
upload this.
we will upload
That's right.
because they were funny.
There shouldn't have been funny.
Yeah.
It was really funny. Should not have
Should
been
not
funny.
have been funny.
But yeah, so I was doing a little bit of that. You know, kind of dicking around with some Melty, but
Yeah.
Returnal, man, the return of Returnal, Return of the King. So I'm
yeah.
gonna try to actually finish that game, knock it out. You know,
Hell yeah.
super hype about that.
You know-
because time is limited. You know, on the 4th, Dying Light 2 hits, and once that hits, Prepare, man.
dude,
That will be on the stream constantly.
I wasn't really thinking about getting Dying Light 2 because I never played the first one.
Oh,
so for me, I don't have an attachment to the game.
should.
I know, and I've been told that since it came out, and I
Yeah.
like the parkour thing because I mean, I loved Mirror's Edge,
Right.
And then I love killing zombies.
Yeah.
So
Do you like progress trees?
it depends.
upgrade trees?
It depends.
Right.
I think I'm a little specific with how upgrade trees work.
Right. Well, this
But,
is kind of like
yeah.
almost like Dead Rising-ish at
Totally.
certain points
Yeah.
because you get an ability to like jump off the top of zombies' heads. So it's like there's a horde and you need to get from point A to point B. And it's like, okay, well, I'm just going to run on top of this motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
shit's hot.
Yeah.
You know, it's really, really cool.
And
so,
I've heard only good things about the new one. I was listening to Alana Pierce talk about playing it at a show. I don't remember which event. I don't know. She went and played a early build of it.
Right.
And she was talking about how cool it is and how they've really progressed the dynamic between well, it did it again.
Yeah.
Fucking
Just
whatever.
keep going. Yeah.
Like how the rooftop system is actually significantly different than the ground level at this point. So it's like everything's lush and there's all these gardens, rooftop gardens and all these things like that, and then it's just desolate no man's land at the bottom.
well, I mean, because that's the thing, man. It's like
Yeah.
everyone had to move up.
Yeah.
Because these zombies, they're huge.
Yeah.
A lot of them are
Uh-huh.
fast,
Yeah.
especially at night because there's a day and night cycle.
Yeah, totally.
So
yeah,
once
yeah.
you get to nighttime, like it's terrifying out there, and it's so fun. And then they were one of the first studios to add the kind of asymmetry to their multiplayer, and so you can actually play as the zombies and play
What?
as the So it's
Oh,
super
see, I
cool.
thought it was just multiplayer like co-op.
No.
Oh, but there is
They're
going to be
multiplayer.
co-op in it
Yes,
as well.
yes. This
Because
is supposed to
this
actually
is
have
supposed to
co-op.
be instance-based.
Right.
Because you
Drop
can
in, drop out.
dramatically affect
Well, I mean
the way
that
your
was
world
was
works.
also in Dying Light 1. You can still do
Where
that in
it's-
Dying Light 1.
okay.
Dying Light 1, but
Yeah.
there was also a separate mode that was like you versus player controlled
dude, that's cool.
monsters.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's badass, dude. And so I'm gonna be all over that.
I might have to get Dying Light
There's
2,
no
man.
reason to not, bro. Because like I said, I think you would love it. You would love it. I tried to get back into Deathloop. I found that I'm kind of sick of it.
yeah.
Like, I mean, it's cool and it's fun.
Yeah.
But Hades really kind of nailed that sweet spot of keeping repetition from feeling repetitive.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so every time you play, it
I
just
think
feels
Returnal is
unique.
actually like that too.
Returnal's the same way.
Yeah.
Returnal is also just, and same for Hades. It's
Yeah.
just a joy to play.
Right.
Just to
Right.
feel
Their
it.
gameplay is so tight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So every encounter is just like, fuck yeah, just give me more. Deathloop, it just kind of becomes the same thing over
Yeah.
and over and over again, and I don't know if I care. And especially due to the fact that you do lose things when you die. Like you don't necessarily, unless you put hours in, you don't necessarily feel like you have progressed and
Oh,
earned
okay.
something out. Of course, you can find better pathways through the levels, and then
It seems like it's like a speedrunner thing rather
exactly
than it being,
right. And so like over time, it's just like, do I want to do this again?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I know it's going to take me an hour just to get to where I was. So I'll do something else, man.
Yeah.
I'll play Returnal.
Yeah.
There you go.
You got it physically, right?
What, Returnal?
No, Deathloop.
Yes, I do.
So would you trade that in towards Dying Light or Elden Ring?
Probably not, just because Deathloop looks good on a shelf. And so it'll.
I feel you there. That's usually the deciding factor for the majority of my purpose.
How does the box look?
That's
You
right,
know,
dude.
for
Dude.
real.
Hey man, look. I don't skip on how my shelf looks now.
Yeah.
Because I buy a lot of fucking physical copies of anime.
Yeah.
And a
Even
lot of
on
those boxes
Laserdisc.
are so grody and like left out,
Oh,
like
yeah.
broken and shit.
Yeah.
I've got a whole stack of empty like cases.
Yeah.
Just for that.
Wow.
You know,
yeah.
and,
Just
and
fresh
Fresh ones
with,
to swap
yeah,
them out
just
with.
swab
Nice.
them out.
Yeah.
Like, if it,
Welcome back, you as well, and whoever
Yeah.
else is here.
Sorry, our internet's fucking on
It's
us.
screwy, yeah.
Yeah, it's a
You tried to
little
fuck
wonky.
on me.
Whoa, no one fuck on you. No one's trying to fuck on you.
It's been a theme for the week.
All right. Damn.
Hey,
Hey, what up,
Lime.
Lime?
What up, live?
What up?
Yeah.
So we're gonna apologize in advance if we
Yeah.
cut out again.
Yeah.
Stick
bear
around
with
because
us. We'll be
we're
back.
gonna do the whole show.
It seems to clear
Yeah.
out back and forth, and then like we were talking about earlier, we will upload the full video because we're recording locally.
Yeah, because we've had
Yeah.
some funny
We'll get it.
jokes.
Yeah,
We
know,
wouldn't want
we're
you
a
guys,
chuckle
And
bucket
then
over
isn't it
here.
crazy?
you
Like,
guys
it's-
to miss those.
I mean, it's cold, but it's a beautiful day out.
It's
Oh,
beautiful.
it's great.
And the
Oh, it's so
internet's still
beautiful.
like,
Oh,
not
yes.
today.
Internet still hates me. It's
Yeah.
okay. It's okay. One of these days we'll make enough money where we can get the business internet.
Oh yeah,
That never
there we go.
goes down.
Right.
That actually has like a decent upload speed.
Hopes and dreams, man. Hopes and dreams.
Oh my God! There's this guy who ran
news.
ran Ethernet cable. He posted it on like FGC Twitter, and that was the worst thing he could have done. But he ran cable. It was probably like 100 feet of cable.
Oh, yeah.
From the router all the way up the stairs, and he ran it across the ceiling, and it was like the worst. Like
Just duct tape it to the ceiling job.
literally,
Fuck
yeah, that's
no,
what he did.
I
That's
know
what he did.
that one.
And it was all
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
hanging, whatever. And so it went all the way up the stairs to the back of the upstairs to his computer.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm hardwired, bitches. But he accidentally fucked up and showed his monitor and the speed. And his upload speed was like 3 megabits a second.
Yeah.
And everybody started roasting him, man. And he was like, dude, I was just trying to get hardwired. And they're like, nah, bro. Like your upload speed is trash.
It doesn't
dude.
even help.
You know, it's never real. Just go Wi-Fi. I felt so
Might
bad
as
for
well
him.
at that point.
Yeah, he tried so hard, man. I just wanted to share this with you guys, and everybody's like, boo.
Everybody just roasted him.
He just wanted to be a landman.
Yeah, man. So people couldn't roast him.
That's right.
He's not a Wi-Fi warrior.
So news jutsu.
News jutsu. And I'm going to
come
go
on,
ahead
man.
and start by saying sorry because it starts out sad.
Because 2022 won't quit, man.
But also, look at the new thing we're doing.
We got a new thing.
I got a new thing. Yeah,
One of these
it's
days.
not doing there. It's doing it here. Oh,
hey,
wrong thing.
no.
No.
Not this yet.
We're not good at this yet.
We're still figuring it out. Look, we have visual representation now.
Yeah. So we got to start out with sad
God,
news.
dude.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, man. I'm trying to make a Danzig joke on Meatloaf.
Oh man.
Oh,
I-
no.
No,
It's really
I think
easy.
we've.
I
His
know.
name is
It's
Robert
Robert
Paulson.
Robert Paulson. Yeah.
His name
like,
is Robert
I know it's
Paulson.
sad, but to not make that joke
It's
would be
it'd
sad.
be ridiculous. Yeah. But we lost Louis and Meatloaf.
Yeah.
Fuck,
I know.
man.
Guess he really
A
would.
day apart from each
A
other?
day apart. Yep.
Man.
Rip.
I'm
You know
telling
the sad thing, man, and I'm just
Yeah.
gonna say this out loud, and people might hate me for it. I don't know why I always thought Louis Anderson was already dead. I don't know why.
You never
Like,
see him.
Oh, you never see him.
never
and,
saw him.
last
I mean,
time I saw
after
him, he
Family
was really
Feud,
big, and
right?
he's always had like health issues.
Yeah.
And so
Last time I saw
thought,
him was on that Movies Who Made Us series on Netflix where he's talking about Coming to America.
really,
Oh.
I never saw that.
He's on
Yeah,
that.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen that.
How long ago was that?
I don't know when they maybe last year's when they
Oh,
uploaded
okay.
this batch of episodes.
Right.
Because it's one of those things where it's a series where they talk about obviously about movies, and like they'll do a whole episode just based on one movie, and then they think they broadcast them out like 3 at a time, this kind of thing.
Right.
But he's on the Coming to America.
Huh.
One.
Oh yeah, because he was the guy at
'Cause
McDowell's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
McDowell's.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they got the golden arches. We got the golden arcs.
They got the Big Mac. We got the Big Mick.
That one's so good, man.
Yeah, that's so good. I hope they start re-airing. Do you remember what's it called? It wasn't Louis' World. That's Bobby's
No,
World.
Life with Louis.
Life with Louis.
The animated,
The animated show.
Yeah,
I liked
yeah,
Life with
yeah.
Louis.
Where he's
good.
just where
He's
he's a
really
little
good.
kid.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
It was so
And he didn't
good.
have to change his voice that much. to
No,
be
not
able
at
to-
all. This is great.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So rest in peace.
And then
Rest in peace.
everybody go watch Rocky Horror for Meatloaf's best performance.
Absolutely.
I don't know, it
Or
really-
Fight Club.
Fight Club really is his best
Best
performance.
Right,
It really
yeah.
is.
Yeah, totally.
Tiny,
You know.
awkward little steps.
Watch
You
the
know.
video for 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yeah.
Or listen to some Bad Out of Hell too.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
know.
really.
Yeah,
I would do anything for love.
but I won't do that. But I won't do that.
Okay.
All right.
Next
Moving past
one.
the sad shit.
Just weird shit. Look at this.
Oh, we're gonna go straight into that one.
Straight into this
Might
one.
as well.
My
Boy.
God, is this a monopoly, fellas?
This is scary business. This is
Microsoft
scary
bought
business.
everything.
Everything.
They bought Activision
Everything.
Blizzard King.
I just think it's funny that the conversation online right now is the exact same conversation that was being had when Disney bought Lucasfilm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Seriously.
similar, man. But it's
similar,
funny
but-
considering like the Bobby Kotick aspect of it and how he stands to still rake in
okay,
like
so talk about this.
256 million.
Right. So if he is separated due to not of like if he's separated because they don't what is it? They don't have a good
What it is if
reason
they don't have a
that-
good reason
Yeah.
to terminate him,
Yes.
then he has
Yeah.
a stipulation in his contract where he still gets a sign out bonus.
A crazy
Right?
sign-out bonus.
Yeah, it's like 200 plus million.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to find the exact figures. But then there's another one. He gets an even higher bump if he gets terminated
because
with
of a
no
sale.
good reason after
Yeah.
being acquired
Right.
by another source.
Right.
So even if or really when he gets escorted out, that man's going to have a massive payday.
He's
Oh,
making
yeah.
like $300 million.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, approximately about 260 million, but still, hey,
Still fucking
yeah,
insane.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
to leave. That's
yeah.
it.
But see, that's probably the only bad news about this situation because Phil Spencer has pretty much immediately jumped on this and been like, look, this shit's mine
Yeah,
now.
I
and
run
I'm,
this.
And I'm going to dig
Everyone
into
answers
everybody.
to me.
Right, right. And
Uh-huh.
he's like, and we're going to put a fine-tooth comb through all of these corporate cultures and make
Yes.
sure that there's none of this toxic bullshit going on anymore.
Right.
I mean, it seems like he's pretty much going to take a pickaxe to everybody that's not, part of the
Right.
the team,
Cool. I hope he
Yeah.
actually follows through on that.
Right,
Well,
right. Because
I believe that he will.
I
Because
think
you
he
can't-
will, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't allow that to mar the
Right.
Microsoft
No,
brand.
no,
And-
no.
and I
Their
think
brand
Microsoft
and their-
might have some predatory, aspects of the way that they treat their employees as far as just basic, big corporation capitalist bullshit.
Right, it
But-
exists.
But
everywhere.
what they don't have is these kind of personal attacks, like
Right.
this sexual misconduct or this bro culture that all
Right.
of the stuff's been going on over here, and they don't fucking tolerate that.
Did
kind
you
of
hear
shit.
about Kotick trying to buy PC Gamer and buy? Yeah, he tried to buy PC Gamer and Kotaku
what?
in order to spin the whole narrative about Activision Blizzard. Yeah, dude. Yeah, this dude tried to start buying media outlets
So that he could
could
report
push
well
his
about
own
himself.
narrative.
Fuck.
Yeah,
man.
There's a-
dude, it's
There's
so wild.
There's a good
Wait, is he a
reason why
politician?
there's a million. why
Maybe
there's
what
a
if that's
million
next for
pictures
him?
of old Bobby cocked up. With devil horns on it. There's a
Oh, yeah.
reason there.
There's-
That's so
totally,
prevalent,
yeah.
know?
But getting away from him because he doesn't
Yeah,
deserve
he-
any
Yeah, he's
time
going
or-
bye-bye. Okay, Phil Spencer's coming in, taking charge of this shit,
Uh-huh.
and now Microsoft fucking owns everything.
Now
own
Microsoft
a big
owns
chunk.
they own last year the top selling game was COD Vanguard, right?
And the year before
And the year
was
before, well, no. The second best selling game of that same year was COD Cold War. All right, so those were the two top selling games.
Yeah.
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 And that now it's just theirs.
And,
Right.
and as popular as COD is probably not their biggest cash cow because
Right.
they also acquired Candy Crush.
the fucking
Well, I mean,
Candy
that's,
Crush, yeah.
That's huge. Well, I don't know, man. Warzone by itself pulls in, what is it, like $5 million a day?
Right, but that's still a very
A day?
yeah, that's still a small amount compared to what Candy Crush rakes in.
I bet those
I
are
don't know if I
comparable.
agree.
I bet they're
Yeah,
comparable.
Probably comparable, yeah.
Yeah, 5 million. Yeah, I think
That's
Warzone
insanity.
grosses more than like anything. I think the only thing that can kill Warzone is like Fortnite.
Yeah.
You know, like, but you're
No,
also
they
correct.
don't
Like Candy
know.
Crush is still regardless.
It
They
doesn't
are
matter.
raking in
Yeah.
the dough
But
right now.
Right now, they have said that they're going to continue to release with the contracts that they have currently in the works. They're going to continue to release on multi-platforms. But that's all they said. The ones that are currently in the works.
Currently.
They said whatever
Yeah.
we've contractually already agreed to, we will honor that.
right,
Whatever is
right.
already on these consoles,
It's like the Bethesda
they'll stay
thing.
there. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, but it's so
Yeah.
funny because, with that wording, it makes people believe like, oh my God, like COD's going to be multi-platform still, they're going to still make that money.
You know it, dude. No. It's going to be.
No, Warzone might be. They may let
Yeah.
Warzone, let that exist. There's a chance they could be like, okay, we're gonna do a zombie spinoff.
But I bet
Maybe we'll
next
give
year's
that
Call of Duty is going to be a PC and Xbox exclusive.
at least for a year.
Yeah, and it might even launch on Game Pass.
Yeah.
It will. That's what this is
I mean,
all.
does
this
all-
mean we're
is
gonna
all
get-
about?
Does this mean we're going to get a bunch of Blizzard games on Game Pass?
Does this mean that World of Warcraft will be coming to Microsoft consoles?
That's weird.
Because they don't have an MMO.
Right?
Right.
You know?
Well, they have, I guess, Elder Scrolls Online, ESO, but does that really count? I don't think it really counts.
I mean, you
It's
know,
not up
people
there with
like
Final
it.
Fantasy 14
People
and WoW,
like it,
though.
you know?
Yeah, right. But it's not one of the giants.
It's not. No, it's
You
not.
know, and so
Yeah.
if they get WoW 2, if they say, well, Diablo 4 has to be
Overwatch 2
multi-platform,
is going to be a
Overwatch
right?
2,
You know?
any future Diablo content, be
Yeah.
like, okay, well, the DLC comes out here
There's
first.
no way
That's
Diablo
right.
4 isn't coming out on PlayStation.
Well, that's one of those
That one's- that
pre-existing
one's still pre-
contracts.
yeah,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But their DLC plans.
Yeah.
Their
That's
DLC
something
plans,
else.
that's probably going to end up being more exclusive than the actual like full game.
Right, they're
Dude.
probably like, if you're on Xbox or PC, you'll have access to this content
Yeah.
before people that are on
Dude,
PlayStation.
but they own Raven.
Boy.
They own Treyarch.
Dude.
They own
And
Toys for Bob.
look,
They
man,
own like
oh God,
it's-
Toys for Bob.
Yeah, yeah.
You know the worst thing personally, and this is just me being selfish,
Yeah.
and I mean it's just me thinking about the business aspect of it all. Sony really needed Call of Duty for PSVR 2. If you want a high adoption rate for hardware like this, I've always said it.
They
you
better
need
jump on that
COD
Killzone,
and you
dude.
need Madden. Now they have
They
to.
have to. They have
Now
to
they
lean into
have
Killzone
to.
and Resistance.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Which, to
Absolutely.
be honest, I'm happier about because those are two franchises that kind of got left on the table.
That's true.
You know, because the last Killzone felt like it was phoning it in to have a new game on the PlayStation 4.
Right.
Yeah.
It was fine. It was pretty, you know?
Yeah.
But it wasn't cool like the old ones, you know?
Yeah.
But selling a new Resistance, a new Killzone might be their only option
It
now.
won't be enough. I'm telling you, man, if they
no, it
would've-
won't be
they
enough.
should've-
No, you're right. You're
They
right.
should've- they
It's
should've
not
been on
Call of
top
Duty.
this shit.
Yeah.
It's not COD.
Yeah.
If you had COD, that by itself, all of a sudden, everyone would be like, like a COD that works like flat COD, but in VR.
Yeah.
People would be all over buying PSVR 2.
Absolutely.
You know, just for that one thing. It's like you got to think about the everyman. And without that, like, boy, their adoption rate's going to be way lower. And so, which is fine by me. I'm still going to have the damn thing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But that would have been a huge asset. And now there's no hope for it.
No
You
hope
know?
at all.
No hope. And Microsoft, what they're doing is planning for this whole metaverse movement, man.
Which is weird because they were pretty anti-VR for a while here. They've really been like, nobody really wants VR.
well, I don't
And
think
all
they
this-
wanted to develop their own hardware.
Right.
Yeah, their
Well,
last
but
hardware that they developed, the HoloLens.
Oh, see, I
that
was
got-
thinking about the other one, the Windows
Mixed
mixed
reality?
reality.
Yeah.
Mixed reality works fine.
Yeah.
But it was always a half-ass attempt, and it was a little bit more for the developer or for the enthusiast. What am I trying to say?
DIY,
the DIY, the tinkerer, like that kind of
Yeah,
person,
right.
rather than being just as a general gaming thing. They never really got it together well enough to be as good as like an Oculus or an Index or what
Right.
the hell. But they pretty clearly were like, yeah, we're not putting that on the Xbox. Fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It makes me wonder if Microsoft will lean into this situation and start making ties with Meta.
Of
in
course, it will.
general.
Yes.
And
yes.
then we'll have
that is
PSVR versus the Meta Quest
is
that also
literally-
works on the new Xbox.
That's what's happening.
That's
that's
going to be
it.
wild shit right
yeah,
there.
it's
you
about
know?
to get weird, man.
It's about to get fucking
The
weird.
landscape's about to get really, really odd over
It's already
here,
getting weird.
You know?
It's too weird, guys.
Did you watch that that video, the NFT?
The NFT dragon?
Yeah.
Goddamn, that shit was great.
Oh, you
Oh,
don't
yeah,
watch it?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
so
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
He's like, he kills a dragon. And he's just like, okay, well, I'm here for your treasure. And he's like, well, I don't really have my
Yeah.
treasure.
Yeah.
It's all in blockchain.
All in
And he's
blockchain.
like,
He's like, what is
what's
blockchain?
what am I gonna-
I'll go get it. And he's like, oh, you can't go there. He's like, I'm a brave knight.
I'm
I'll
a
go
brave knight.
anywhere.
I'll go anywhere.
He's like, well, no, it's not real.
It's not a real place,
Real
you know. It's digital. It's all digital. He's like, well, I got to come back with something. All my friends are out there waiting, and he comes back, and then he's like, I got some treasure. I got this NFT.
Yeah.
And there's nothing in
There's
his
just
hands.
nothing there.
Yeah, and his friend's like, oh, what do they say? You got buggered on that one.
You got robbed, mate, or whatever it was. Yeah.
Yeah, for
But
real.
yes, they are
Speaking-
cleaning house. Yes,
Yeah,
they are.
yeah.
They'll be cleaning house.
Oh, yeah.
All in that shit.
Oh, yeah, and so we
Yep.
still have a year before the acquisition's done, so
Mm-hmm.
it'll be like about June 2023, the end of the fiscal year for 2022.
Yeah.
So, but expect a lot of announcements, man. So, yeah, they're going to be leaning heavily into this whole metaverse thing, leaning heavily into PC VR in that way. without having to actually develop it themselves, so they don't
Yeah.
have to make the hardware. You know,
that makes a lot of sense.
it
yeah.
does.
And Microsoft's really good at doing that. Actually,
Absolutely.
being like, "Hey, we don't do this. You do this."
Exactly. And I mean, and you think about it, man, and you think about the brilliance that is Game Pass, right? For the consumer, for the people who will subscribe to it and forget, and so they just give Microsoft residual income. It's like having a Netflix account or Crunchyroll, and you just forget about that shit,
Right.
but it comes out of your bank account every month. And to the point that they're even forcing Sony's hand to restructure PlayStation Plus, right? So, I mean, they're doing it.
Yeah.
They're doing the damn thing, and they're moving in a direction. And fast forward 10 years, Microsoft, they could end up buying Sony if we're not careful. You know, I'd like to believe that would never happen, but I can't say that it would never happen. You know,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so they got bucks, boy.
They got.
This was a cash
Richie
transaction.
McBucks,
This
boy.
was a cash only transaction, bro. Did you know
Yeah.
that? Did you know that? Let me say it again. This was a cash. We talking about, hey,
Came in
man,
with a forklift with a pallet
Bro.
of cash on it.
bro, this is
Like-
billion with a B. You know what I'm saying? They're like cash. You know what I'm saying?
Just
Make
keep
me
the U-Haul. It's
go-
full.
Uh-huh,
Okay,
bro.
it's
Makes me think of Tron. It's like, is that your son? He's like,
I bought
no,
that baby
bro.
straight
I just bought that baby cash.
old game of the clickety clack.
Hot hands in a dice game, baby girl. Dude, like there's so much to unpack with this acquisition, so I'm sure we'll be talking about it again in the future. But
Yeah.
Hey, you guys have to help me out. What's this next one about?
I don't know. I can't even read.
NFTs.
Dumb monkeys.
God, to the, every
But what about NFTs specifically? I don't remember what the point
I
was.
can't
Is
see
it
the list.
you?
It just says
What'd it say?
NFTs. That's my point.
NFTs are being sold of you.
Oh no,
to,
yeah. Well, that's just this. Okay, so
What is this?
people
What
have
the
been
hell is
making
this?
NFTs of popular YouTubers and popular Twitch streamers.
Yeah,
And selling them
without their permission.
without their permission.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, dude. So I'm like, wait a minute. So now you can just take somebody's likeness
Well,
and
shit,
just be
they've been
like,
doing
"This
that
is
with-
NFT."
Yeah,
I mean,
that-
they've been doing that with game assets for a long time.
yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
that's one thing,
Capcom
but
loves
a
doing
human,
that.
this is a whole ass human, man.
Yeah,
like
right.
that's a different thing.
Uh-huh.
You know, all of a sudden somebody owns your likeness.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute, what?
I don't know about that.
That's my shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody's making money.
Don't
I'm
make
making money.
NFTs of us, bro.
You know what I'm
Don't
saying?
do
For real.
it.
Maybe we should just go ahead and do it ourselves.
Yeah,
Might
really.
as well.
You
huh?
know,
Yeah.
maybe we should just lean into it instead of trying to fight the wave.
Mhm.
Just lean into it. Just like, all right, well, we selling some NFTs. That's
I
what we
like
doing.
it. I like it.
You know, but no, it's just a little fucked up thing.
That's just
Yeah,
weird.
you know.
That's just fucking weird.
I mean, who? And I'm sure it starts with like Pokemon, right?
Oh,
like
yeah,
you know
of
what I'm
course,
saying?
yeah.
Who's been banned again
It's
from
it's
Twitch?
it's
but-
the game of number go up, man.
Right.
That's really all
That's
this
it.
is.
It's that
just-
number go up
it's
shit.
Number
Everybody
go up
likes
shit.
number go
and
up.
then what happens once they sell these NFTs? They already have the money, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, well, you have to stop selling my likeness. Well, it's like, I already did it.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Too late.
I don't know
It's
what you
already in the
want, you
blockchain,
know?
man. You
Yeah.
can't stop it now.
For real. It's not a real place. Can't even go there.
Yeah, I can't
You
even
know
go
what are
there.
you gonna do? You're gonna go there and clean it up? You can't do it.
No,
you know?
can't get rid of it either.
get rid of
it. Yeah.
It's forever now.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's odd, man.
What have things become?
What are they becoming? Is the question.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Man.
We're in the middle of a massive movement, a bowel movement, if you will.
And we're gonna get covered in shit.
Well, do you think this next one's a bowel movement, or is it going to be a tasty sandwich?
This
Well,
might
looks
be
weird.
fucking adorable.
Yeah, I know,
You
I know. Well, it looks like it's just totally an animated The Boys, but this trailer was so Roger Rabbit.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Like it was
Oh,
so
Oh yeah, yeah. Have y'all watched The Boys?
yeah.
Yeah, I watched
So,
first
so
season.
you
I like
know
The
where
Boys
the
a lot.
laser
Oh,
baby
no, I
came
did.
Yeah,
from?
totally.
Yeah.
And he's aiming it.
Yes,
totally.
dude, that was so good. Just, dude, Billy Butcher, dude, I
That
love
shit
it.
was
I love it.
hilarious.
And so at first I couldn't tell if this was actually going to be an animated series or if they were just, because they do some weird ads for the
Yeah,
Boys.
just some kind of random clip or whatever.
Yeah, because they do like newscasts and things of that caliber as well, and
Yeah.
all sorts of stuff. But I think it's a real thing.
I think
And
it's absolutely a real
I
thing.
would love to watch
Yeah.
Laser Baby.
Laser Baby?
Laser Baby.
I mean, I like the idea.
I already have a little bit of a kinship with this character.
This is Laser
But
Punch's
that
lost kid.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Well, I thought it was actually Laser Punch's story.
Oh,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is
He
your.
wasn't
This is
always
my life
punching.
story.
He
Yeah.
wasn't always punching.
That's right.
That's right.
I had to use my laser eyes when I was a baby, and my fist was too small.
Right.
Couldn't propagate.
Oh, hey, we got a follow from Skyline Joyride.
Yo,
Thank you.
Hey,
welcome,
thank you. Welcome to-
Skyline.
Like them Skylines, them Nissans, them Nismos.
Oh yes, I do
Yeah.
like a Skyline.
Welcome
Yeah.
to the family.
I'll wreck on the Skyline. But yeah, man, Laser Baby. What was that other? Whatever happened with Pibby?
What do you? What is
Do you
that?
you don't remember seeing the trailer for? I think it's like Storytime with Pibby, and it was like this.
Oh, what was
yeah,
that?
That was like a cartoon, and everything goes
Yeah.
like super dark,
oh,
almost
man.
like.
Yeah, we
like-
forgot to cover this. I think this was over the skip period.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
The thing
fucking
that came
weird.
out.
I have
right.
not seen this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and dude, it gets wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what it's
Um,
called? Storytime
it's-
with Pibby?
I think it's Storytime with Pibby.
Okay.
I know it's Pibby, so I'll find it.
It's like a weird like multiverse kind of thing, but at the same
Right.
time it's like the multiverse is eating itself, and it's like slowly corrupting this character's world, and it looks
Okay.
like it's a cute cartoon that's just getting darker and darker and darker.
Yeah, come and learn with Pibby.
Come and learn with Pibby. Yeah, go check
Yeah.
that out, guys.
Okay.
Come
Dude,
I'll have
and
to
learn
mark that
definitely.
up.
Yeah, watch that
Uh-huh.
shit, dude. Oh my god, I forgot all about it. I'm glad we had this conversation
Yeah.
because that came out. There was another. What was the other animated? God. It was like it's like a superhero. Is it a dog? Yes, it's a dog. It's made by the same team that did Archer. Do you remember? It's a DC. What's the name of the DC dog?
Oh, we talked
Crypto?
about this one. Yeah, we talked about
Was
the
it
You talk,
Yeah.
Crypto the Super Dog?
Yeah,
was
'cause
it-
it's
was
The
it
Rock.
Crypto? Right.
it's
Is
the
this
the fucking Rock.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because
Or-
that
or I'm sorry, Dwayne Johnson.
that doesn't seem right
Rock
to
the
me.
Dwayne Johnson.
Rock the Dwayne Johnson.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'll do some research and figure out what
Do
the fuck
that
I'm talking
research.
about because I don't know what I'm talking about.
Because I'm gonna talk about something I know what
Okay.
I'm talking about.
Let go.
This is not the thing. This is Salvador Dali. No, it is.
Dali
it is.
for the win.
Yeah, so I just had to pick this picture. I could have just got the picture of the book, but we decided that Lord Dali here
Lord
is the
Dali.
much better.
Mhm.
better
Yeah.
Oh, did you know that I'm a lord?
You're a lord?
What?
Do you have a bit of land in Scotland?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Someone got you the
My
thing?
sister got it for me.
That's
for Christmas.
awesome.
What?
Yeah, I know
Yeah, I
exactly
forgot
what
to
you're
tell
talking
y'all.
about.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
fucking
Yeah.
lord, son.
You're fucking
Fuck
royal.
I'm a
yeah.
fucking yeah, dude. Yeah.
Lord Scales.
Yeah,
over here.
man. Yeah.
Noble over here. Well, thank you for gracing us with your presence.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Your
Absolutely.
Majesty.
Dilly dilly.
He's
Dilly
Gray
dilly.
sing us.
Gracing. I was gonna make the
was
joke.
he?
I thought about it. I really did. I was like, okay. You know.
I'll do it for you. It's
think-
okay.
Appreciate
I don't
that.
mind
That was good.
soaking up that cheese.
I think he's a king. Why do you say that?
It doesn't have
got
shit all over him. Oh man. Okay,
God.
so this is a funny story. Okay, I'm gonna continue
Story
to
time, kids.
story time, and it's
Gather
about a book
round.
too. Yeah.
You take a bite of that pizza, boy. I slap the shit out of
Right.
you.
Yeah. Cheese on a board, man.
Cheese on a board.
Now the
This might come as a surprise to you. I'm not your real father. I saw you on eBay. Somebody painted your shells and it said you were seashells. Try to get my money back. They changed the phone number. Sorry.
I don't know if y'all are tired of me talking about Hodorowski, but I'm gonna continue
Too bad.
to talk about Hodorowski every time I can.
Get over it.
So, as you should know, Hodorowski was supposed to pen this Dune film far before any other Dune film. It was in the 70s. He finished it. Him and Mobius finished the movie. They just never filmed it, but it was completely done and bound in this thick ass fucking tome that was complete storyboards with all the concept art and all this. They made a big giant book that was Dune.
Yeah, I think the proper description is a grimoire.
A grimoire, absolutely. That's what that shit was, a grimoire. Yeah, a thick-ass grimoire. And they made like 20 of them or something like that, and they sent them out to all the major studios at the time, and a couple of them were obviously just thrown away, and then some of them were in private collections. Well, one of them went up on Sotheby's, I believe that's the auction site. Well, it's not just a site. I mean, Sotheby's is a big deal.
Yeah.
But they sell fine art and things along those lines. And so this being a relic of Hollywood history, I mean, it was selling for a lot of money, a lot of goddamn money. I don't even know how much, but there are some crypto bros that gathered their funds together and purchased this.
Okay.
They thought they owned the rights to Dune.
Oh, what?
They were wrong.
Then
don't.
what happened? And then what happened?
But also, this book is now completely online.
Yeah.
So now we can actually look at this book.
So it's kind of like what that dude did who bought the one and only Wu-Tang album. You remember that?
What?
Well, first it was Skrelly. First it was Martin Skrelly, the fucking...
and he was like, I'm going to start releasing these tracks. And they're like, what? Why?
Yeah, just because you bought the album doesn't mean you have the rights to the masters.
You are right. Jodorowsky did read Kanye's tarot. Kanye loves Jodorowsky, and I mean it's obvious because I mean he's just into our tour shit. That's really all it is. This guy's fucking nuts like me.
This dude says some fucked up shit too, and means it.
Like a Pete Davidson diss on one of his songs. You know what I'm
really?
saying? Talking about punching Pete Davidson in the face. So Pete Davidson has now beefed up security. Because he's just like, and he said it. He was like, it's not because I think Kanye's got the balls to come up and attack me. It's that I think some of his crazy fans might have the balls to come up and attack me.
No, that's a good point. It's not really him. It's the other fucking wackos that follow him.
Yeah, dude. Oh, and Hit Monkey.
Hit Monkey.
That's what I was trying to remember.
Oh, okay.
Did you ever see that?
No.
That trailer? Okay, whatever.
Oh, wait. I did.
Yeah, it's Marvel. It's Marvel's Hit Monkey.
Hit
so
Monkey.
we got to remember that one.
Totally.
Gotta cover it.
Okay.
Anyway, so is Dune out on Blu-ray for purchase?
I think it might have just came out. If it hasn't come out, it's like in a week or so.
Okay.
So
Very
I mean,
soon.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get the 4K one on that. I think
Right
it's
on.
totally worth it. I also think that the 4K one has the IMAX shots.
Oh,
So there's some shots that
nice.
are full frame that are
Yeah.
just beautiful shit. But also it's got a handful of deleted scenes, and I think one of them, the one that I'm particularly interested in, is there's an instrument. I can't remember what it's called. Like it's not a balisong. Balisongs are those flippy knives, the butterfly knives.
Yes.
But it sounds like balisong in my head. It's another thing. But it's this weird guitar-like instrument that's in the Dune universe, and they filmed a scene of fucking what's his name? Thanos, that guy.
Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin playing this instrument. So they made the instrument for real, and there is a scene of him actually performing. They took it out. Yeah,
Wow.
They took out a handful of really cool sounding scenes that are apparently going to be on the disc for bonus content. So
I'll take it.
I'm super excited about it.
Real.
I'm gonna watch that shit 3 more times.
Right.
I loved me some Dune.
And then I'm gonna watch the movie.
Absolutely.
And you know what we're all gonna watch the shit out of because it looks amazing? Fucking Cuphead.
Fucking
Yeah,
Cuphead. Now
this looks
this is
good.
a win.
This is
Look at the
just
way
a
he's holding
win,
Mugman's mug. Just holding the back of his neck.
Man, did you see the part? Did you see the part where where they both have a cookie and they dip it in each other's cup?
Yes.
And then they eat it. I'm like, there's something really fucked up about this.
Yes.
I can't really place it, but this is wrong.
I mean, not only,
I just can't
not
wait for
only
King
are they
Dice.
dipping cookies
Dude.
into each other's brains,
King
but
Dice
yeah.
has that lead
Oh,
all
dude,
the
he's
time,
so
and
gangsta.
he steps
but I guess
in
it's
and-
actually milk in their heads, and
Right.
and it's got to be warm.
Well, I mean,
You
one of
know,
their
it's
idle
like-
animations is they'll actually drink out of their own
They
head.
will,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
fucked up.
Uh-huh.
I've always thought that
Yeah.
was fucked up.
Yeah, right?
Dude, when he grabs, when Mugman grabs Cuphead's soul and shoves
and
it back
shoves it
into
back
his
in.
mouth.
Yeah, right.
Like, I need this show.
Oh,
I fucking
yeah.
need it.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, but it's an absolute win because with this new DLC coming, the delicious last course.
Yeah,
you
which
know,
also looks great.
Yeah.
right? It's like they kind of don't have to rush to make a sequel.
No.
Not really.
You know what I'm saying? Like if now all you have to do is just animate it, you don't have to worry about like logistics as far as gameplay, all this. You can just get to tell your story.
It's
with
so
all that
weird
style.
too. Because it's like they already have such detailed, animation sets for all of these characters.
Mm-hmm.
It already looks like that in the show. Like they pretty much just took the exact things and then
Right.
fleshed out other animations and made it a consistent style, right?
Right.
But because it looks less old timey.
It does.
than the game.
It
right?
does. It looks a little bit more modern,
a little bit more crisp.
But,
Yeah.
But I think after when you give it some time and actually watch it and get into the flow of it, then we're still going to see that charm.
Right, exactly. Well, because a lot of the charm from the animation in Cuphead is leaning into that whole squash and stretch
And
totally.
the fact
And
that you control it.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
rubber
and, like,
hose
the
animation.
Rubber hose,
yeah.
yeah, dude, yeah.
You know, and
Shit's
so
so
just
sick.
translating that into a show from
Right.
from a game to a show is just like
Because Cuphead is a scary
just
game.
makes fucking sense.
Cuphead is a horror game. That game
It
is
will fuck
terrifying.
you.
Yeah.
Dude, you know that one where it's the it's like
donkey?
the roller coaster, and
Uh-huh.
it's the weird clown, and
Yeah.
then he gets in that fucking bumper car.
Yeah.
That one's always
Yeah.
creeped me out. Like he's got some John Wayne Gacy vibes
The
going on.
entire
Like I'm
tone
like,
of
fuck
that-
this
The entire
clown.
tone of
That's
Cuphead is
bad
just
clown.
like,
It's a little.
not
It's
good.
yeah. It's a little dirty. It's a little. Yeah.
It's hell, man.
That's right.
Yeah, Cuphead is hell.
You know, don't deal with the devil.
That's
It's
what it is.
really.
That's
That's
what I'm saying. And he's like, and what do we do in the face of danger? We double down.
He's like, I don't even know what
does
that means.
Yeah, we'll definitely be watching
Uh-huh.
this. Definitely cover this.
Fucking
Oh
Cuphead.
man, did we get a date on it? I think is that February?
Yes,
I think it's like February 27th.
Yeah,
it's
I don't remember
relatively soon.
the number, but yeah, it's
Or is it
it's-
April? I think it's either February or April. Either way it goes, it's very soon.
It's very
very
soon,
soon.
Yeah, and I can't.
Oh
fucking
my
wait.
god, I'm so hype.
And this is another show that I'm actually pretty excited about. We got a new trailer for Moon Knight.
Yes.
Man.
And they're making Moonlight. Moonlight looks so cool.
Did you say
This is
boo?
a movie.
Did you say boo?
No, I said Moon Knight.
Oh,
I
okay.
think so, yeah, for
Moon
real.
Knight.
Moon
Knight.
Knight. Kniggets.
Nuggets.
Kniggets.
We already got one.
It is very
Oh,
nice.
settle down.
Yeah, but Moon Knight looks super hype.
Yeah, I know.
Looks really good.
Fucking Oscar
Oscar
Isaac.
Isaac.
Yeah.
I think he looks just crazy enough in this.
Yeah.
You know? This has that Batman vibe to it.
Yeah, totally.
But
Yeah.
it's like Batman that's full on schizophrenic blackout.
Right.
You know,
yeah.
multi-personality.
So
yeah.
like how Batman would actually.
Right. Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Mhm.
And I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, it's just good to see this like in the wake of things like Black Widow and even the Immortals. I'm hearing terrible things about the Immortals. left
You know,
and
The
right.
Immortals is now on Disney Plus. I'm gonna
We should
watch it.
We should watch it.
I mean, we
we-
still should watch Shang-Chi. You know, I haven't.
Facts.
haven't
We got
watched
a
that
lot
this
should
of
year.
prioritize that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because once again, bad movies. Just we need a break.
We got-
Yeah, we really.
Because
need
I've
a
at
break.
least heard good things about Shang-Chi.
Right,
I haven't
yeah.
heard very many good things about the Immortals.
I haven't heard anything good about the Immortals.
Yeah, I know that.
Eternals.
Eternals.
Sorry, yeah, Eternals.
That's what we're talking
And
about.
so
See,
y'all liked
that's how
it?
much we.
Okay, so good.
Okay.
Those are the first two people that I've heard say that.
Okay, we'll check it out then.
Everyone
Yeah.
else has been like, "Dude, it's trash."
Yeah.
Mm.
Well,
Yeah.
we got to give it our own look.
I
Don't
like
we?
it.
Mhm.
I like it.
Mhm.
Let's go.
Yeah, Moon Knight. Moon Knight looks dope. But yes, it's a show, not a movie.
It's a show, not a
Mhm,
movie.
yeah.
Okay, I was just wondering
But also,
about that.
there's apparently some pretty serious ties to the whole Kang the Conqueror thing that's going on with Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Uh,
well,
I-
Marvel's kind of banging that particular drum
Really,
pretty damn
They're
hard
trying to
right
get
now.
there.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't wait to see this evil Doctor Strange.
Oh,
Yes.
Because I mean, like, yeah, him in the What Ifs is cool, but you only see him for glimpses. But
Right.
this is full on. He's the baddie. In,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, two Stranges. Come on,
Boy,
you
what-
can't get too
You can't
strange.
get any better.
You can't get-
It's gonna get pretty
It's
strange.
gonna get pretty
you know, But you
strange.
can't get too strange.
Can't. So, yeah, this has some tones.
Yeah. Okay, so
The Last
cell-shaded
Worker.
Yeah, they put out a
Portal?
trailer for this. Yeah, it does. It has very
very
aperture science
Yeah,
vibes.
very much.
right?
Yeah.
You know,
But
so it's like machines have taken over and enslaved humanity. So humans have to actually like work in these factories.
Yeah,
like,
it's
forever.
Don't you want to work at Amazon, guys? That's
It's
basically
pretty much on the
kinda
nose.
is. Yeah.
It's really on the nose.
I know,
Yeah.
and that's the problem. I was looking at it the whole time, going like, "Whoa, this is heavy."
Yeah, and all
You
these
know?
humans are
This is
completely
gonna have a
disposable,
message. Right.
And so, but it seems like the situation is that like humans have pretty much been annihilated, and you're the last one left, and you have to do these tasks.
Yeah.
You got to do the jobs, man. GLaDOS is at that ass.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like tonally, I think it looks really, really interesting.
Yeah.
As far as gameplay, we'll see what
So
happens.
so
Yeah,
do we know
I
if
mean-
this is probably not going to be VR?
No,
Like,
but
it
it looks
should
like it
be.
would
Yeah,
work
I mean,
really
I
well.
think it would
Yeah.
work. Yeah, because
Yeah.
it is from a first-person perspective. It's
Uh-huh.
not like if it doesn't drop as of VR content that they couldn't just.
Well, I
make
mean,
it.
but that's what we're going to be seeing
Right.
in the near future with PSVR 2 is like more flat games that just have VR functionality.
Right.
So it's like, okay, well, yeah, play it flat. That's the way it's intended to be played. But here's another, way to enjoy this thing.
But it looks. I would say it's mostly a puzzle game.
Yes, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Yes.
Puzzle adventure kind of thing.
You pick up a box. You put a box on a lever.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you
Check.
go.
Ding.
Check.
You
But
box them and then you ship them.
Box 'em.
like on the same subject, because there's really not a lot to say about The Last Worker.
Yeah.
They only just
We
did a
did-
reveal trailer. for it.
Trailer dropped. It looks interesting.
But
Yeah.
on the topic of flat gaming, like translating into virtual reality.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hitman.
Yeah.
Hitman 3 came out for PC along
Yeah,
with.
might as well move on.
Well, I mean, whatever. It's the same topic, but it's like Hitman 3 came out for PC VR,
yeah.
and a lot of the complaints about it are due to the fact that it's made with a PSVR framework.
Oh.
And so the control scheme, while you have independent hand tracking and hand
Right.
movement, it's still kind of designed for a controller with the light bar tracking.
I got
And
you.
so it's like, so that makes
kind of
it
sucks.
insta wonk.
Yeah.
Insta wonk. All of a sudden,
So
playing in
does
PSVR
that mean you
with a
don't
controller,
have the independent
you
hands?
have independent hands, but you can't hold two items at one time. You know what I'm saying? You can't pick up like two separate things. They say that a lot of the animations start getting like really screwy when you try to use your independent hands to like grab objects or grab like melee weapons.
That
things
sucks, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
it's
pretty much breaks
heartbreaking.
it.
It's like, why'd you even do it?
Because it definitely made the trailer definitely made it look.
Made it look like it worked like a normal
Yeah,
VR
exactly.
experience. Yeah. I
Exactly.
can
I
grab
guess
this,
this
I can
is
grab
why
this, I can
people
throw
are
this.
like review bombing it at this point.
Right,
is 'cause
exactly.
it kinda
So
came out
people are
and-
lambasting it. I think it's back up to like a 60 something on Metacritic, maybe like a 74.
Yeah.
But for a while there, like they were, because, and I get it, man. I was super hype about it. I
Yeah.
was very excited.
Yeah.
And it's on Game Pass.
I
so
just
what the
saw
fuck,
it was
right?
on Game Pass. I was just about to download it.
Uh-huh.
This kind of makes me apprehensive.
It really hurts.
Yeah.
It really
I'll probably
hurts.
still try it just because.
Might as well.
I'll just wait for a patch because I mean they're going to
Yeah.
patch it.
Yeah.
They're going to fix it to the best of their ability.
Yeah.
But like we were saying about flat gaming translating into VR, it can sometimes be a weird translation,
yeah,
a weird
absolutely.
like language
Well,
conversion.
like think about this situation with Village, because
Right.
I mean, we've
That's
banking
made
on
for
this
VR.
since we've seen it. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
made
We're like,
for
come
it.
on, this is gonna be VR down the line.
What
like,
if Sony buys Capcom? Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
What if
Sorry.
just buy Capcom and Konami and just make it a day? Buy Konami's gaming division.
I agree, God.
Yes.
Right, like right there. Yak.
Yeah.
It's that
Oh,
boy.
yeah, he's just like, he's probably been here the whole time too.
Yep.
You know what I'm
probably
saying? He
has.
says Sony buying Capcom. It's like,
like,
absolutely not, sir.
Yeah. Gross.
Oh man.
They're gonna have to start acquiring studios. But what were you saying? Sorry.
No. What the fuck was
We're
I
talking
saying?
about Hitman 3 VR.
Oh, the translation of
Yes.
Village to VR.
Yes.
They are actually going to have to break it down and make those arms independent and make you,
Right.
they can't do the same thing they did with Resident Evil 7.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although Resident Evil 7 is perfectly fine as it is, and I love playing that game,
Mm-hmm.
aiming with your face is not modern VR.
Right.
Maybe for a menu, but not for a fucking gun.
Right.
You know?
Well, I mean, and also RE7 was
Rumor
made
that
to
they're
be
gonna-
played with controller. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't meant to be played with the Move controllers. Rumors they'll buy Capcom and Square Enix. Yeah. I mean, it's really
Buy
at
Square
this
Enix.
point.
Yeah.
At
Buy
this point, look.
Square Enix.
At this
Like,
point, it's a matter of acquisitions, man.
this is
That's
getting
what
weird.
That's what's about to happen. We're about to see just the giants. Amazon's going to be playing ball too. Don't worry
Giants
about it.
eating giants, man.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. And hopefully we don't just
Get stepped on by said giants.
because we're the ones who are going to lose.
That's right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
When both of these giants decide to beat the shit out of each other and kill each other, and then we have
Mm-hmm.
two giant corpses and a whole bunch of dead studios.
Exactly.
Yay!
Uh-huh. Because Microsoft has always
Boy,
been
the
known.
future looks bright, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? Doesn't it? Microsoft has always been known as the place where great
Stuff
developers
dies.
go to die.
Yeah, they're like
Yeah.
the Fox of games.
Yeah.
You know
Totally.
what I mean?
Absolutely.
Oh
And
man,
so-
you guys are doing great. Canceled.
Yeah, for real.
Everybody
you know?
loves you. Canceled.
Shut that shit down. You know.
Wait, are we talking about Konami?
You know.
That's where dreams go to die.
That's where
That,
dreams go to die.
all
right
of
there.
mine.
Right.
Jeez, man. And so Hitman 3 is kind of hurting me right now.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna download it. I'll give you guys the 411 on how broke this PC version is from first hand
Might as well.
experience.
yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, we'll see.
But something that probably isn't going
Oh my
to
god!
suck.
This is okay. This is something that I had no
This
idea
is
that
the
I
highlight
wanted
for me.
I
until
know.
I saw
I
it.
didn't even know that we
And
needed it.
now it's like the best fucking thing that I can think
Yes.
of. How the hell did they like?
I need this in my
dude,
life right now.
This
Yes,
this must
absolutely.
have been
Yeah.
just a stupid conversation that
Well,
some
it's like we
folks
need
were
a modern
having.
Spinal Tap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
we need a
like,
modern Spinal
like
Tap.
Okay, so first off, Dave Grohl is a great actor, and he's only
Yeah.
in like a tiny
And
amount
most
of
of the
things.
time
And he's an
just
even
off
better
to the side.
guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's a really great
He's a
dude.
great
Who the
fucking
fuck
guy.
doesn't love Dave Grohl, right?
Exactly.
And this is actually an original concept for a movie, and it looks like it's gonna be hilarious.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
It's gonna
And-
be great. He's been
and-
working on it for a long time.
Like, man, oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah,
about
he was
this.
like
This
he
is
always
out of
wanted
left
to do a
field.
horror. He always wanted to do a horror movie.
Yeah.
and he's been writing the script for a long fucking time.
And they just
so-
get to be themselves in the
Bro.
movie, so they don't
Bro,
even have.
So for people who haven't watched this trailer, essentially, the Foo Fighters are recording a new album. Their 10th album, I think it is.
Yeah, album
And so-
10.
Album
This is the
10.
sound
They're
of
trying to
album 10.
find
Yes.
inspiration.
They're trying to
know,
find
they-
inspiration in a great, venue or place to record their album.
Right.
They find this spooky ass house, like has these great acoustics and great tones, but it turns out the house is a little bit possessed.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
And
they
it
go
turns
in
out
and start,
that Dave Grohl's a little bit possessed.
Oh well, I
the
think
house
that it's
gets
going to
to
be
him.
kind of like it's going to be kind
Like
of like
the
a
Shining
Shining
kind of thing?
effect.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
Yeah, I'm so excited. They, when he's in there, he's like, "Okay, I wrote this new song." And he starts playing, it, and they're like,
And it's
"Yeah, it's
Everlong?
like you wrote that 20 years ago, bro. It's called Everlong."
He's like, shit.
You know?
Oh man, when he comes up and he's possessed and he's all like, I came up with a new note. It's an L.
Guys, watch this trailer. You
Dude.
need this in your life. I'm telling you.
I feel like if you're a musician and if you're, if
Or
you've
if you
ever
just
been
like
in a
the
recording
Foo Fighters
studio,
or-
this
yeah.
is gonna particularly
Can
shine.
we play
on
the
it.
trailer?
No.
It won't work?
No,
it's
they
not-
won't be able to hear it right now.
Oh, okay.
I'd have to set that up. Yeah,
Okay,
'cause I have it
all right.
muted on there. So
Oh, okay.
next time we'll
Heard.
get to playing trailers.
All right.
We'll start
Hell
doing that.
yeah.
Although,
Hell yeah.
I mean, should we do that? Because we'll have like copyrighted audio.
talk
Well,
about it.
audio
We'll
sounds
talk
yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
we,
We'll
we,
talk
we can
about
talk
it.
about all of that. Yeah, yeah.
We're working on this, but hey, you can see it. Isn't that
Yeah,
cool?
right.
Huh?
That is dope.
Huh?
It's
That
our
is dope.
thing,
right?
It's like actually
Like
all
our
of that
thing?
comes out of the Tesseract itself.
It does,
We
That's
just
right.
pull it from the
Tesseract
ether.
forms into what I want it to from Chrome.
Yes.
That's it.
Well, that's the news.
The power cosmic is mine.
That's right.
And probably the last time we're going to laugh this entire fucking episode.
Oh man, yeah, it's about to get kind of somber.
All right.
So, main
hurt.
topic.
Main topic.
Yeah, I'm gonna apologize in advance. This one's my fault.
It's your fault.
I
Oh,
blamed
damn.
you
Totally.
the whole time.
Yeah, yeah.
The whole time I'm watching it, I was just like, fucking Trey.
God damn it!
It's
Look,
like- it's
look,
like-
man. Every
I mean-
every weekend we play Melty Blood, and we say like "I melt with you." It happens
with you.
all the time.
Every
Great
time.
song, by the way, as well.
Yep.
No,
You
yeah.
know, and so I'm just like, okay. Whenever I hear that phrase, a lot of shit rushes through my brain.
Oh, endorphins, man.
Dude,
Yeah.
I needed y'all on board so you understand the weight and the severity of that phrase.
Yeah.
You know?
He wanted us to be scarred as well. Yay. Thank you.
Love you.
Man.
So, yeah.
Well, so let's
What? Do we need to put a disclaimer in? Because there's some fucked up shit that happens in here.
I mean, there's definitely some unsavory
There's
things
unsavory
going on.
things going on.
I don't
We
think
may
it's
have to-
that egregious though.
No,
It's not
really.
that bad.
There's really only the one thing where I was like, oh damn, that's fucked.
Yeah. Well, just know going forward while we're talking about it, we may have
Yeah.
to touch on some pretty touchy subjects. So
Right.
if you're sensitive to that kind of shit,
I mean, I'll say that for the movie itself as
Yeah,
well. Like, don't
right.
watch this
Exactly.
movie if you're a little bit emotionally
It's
fragile.
It's probably on the same lines, maybe not quite as bad to be honest, but it's probably on the same lines as like Requiem.
Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah, that's
It's
a
one of those
real,
movies
you
where
know,
once is
yeah,
enough.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, one
I
time's
feel
enough.
that.
Man.
You know,
yeah.
I'll
Trigger
say-
warning, exactly.
Trigger
Uh-huh.
warning. There we go.
Oh, so
Right.
have you guys seen I Melt With You? Because
Yeah.
I mentioned it to Wolf yesterday, I believe.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's
But here's the thing: it's not a bad movie. It's
No.
very well constructed,
Yeah.
very well acted.
I
The
have-
cinematography
It's
is
riveting,
fucking
man.
good.
The cinematography's
Yeah.
really good, but they also used some shitty cameras.
Yeah.
Oh well,
like,
it's a
so-
very low budget movie.
Right,
Well,
so
I
that's
feel
the thing.
I
very
also
low
feel
budget.
like they leaned into the shittiness
They
of the
did.
cameras
It made
at
it
the
f-
beginning,
it made
but
it
as
feel
it
like-
moves forward,
Yeah.
things start getting more
surreal and hyper real.
yeah,
Sure,
more
I'd say
hyper
hyper
real.
real. That's good.
Not
That's
really
good.
surreal. It's just that, the quality of the production seems to intentionally get better as the movie goes forward.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because it is that art house style, and the
Like I
movie
said, this is Magnolia Films.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's Thomas Jane, Jeremy Piven.
Jeremy Piven, Christian McKay.
Yeah, I don't actually know that guy. I swear to God, he looks like the dude that's Robert the Bruce from Braveheart.
and he sounds like this guy who played Tim, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he sounded like Christopher
Oh,
Walken at first.
A little Walken-y?
When he was
Yeah,
very
kind of.
Walken-y,
Yeah,
and I was like,
yeah.
is he doing an impression
Right.
now? Because going back and watching it for this would be my second
and then Rob
time.
Lowe.
And Rob Lowe.
Rob
Yeah,
Lowe.
Rob Lowe. Yeah, that's what's up. That bad motherfucker.
Very, very
You
scary.
know?
Rob Lowe.
And he still gets a killing, right?
Right.
Yeah.
The Punisher, baby, he's still punishing. But yeah, like going back because like I said, I watched this back in 2011, and it just stuck with me. Right?
Yeah.
And so going back and watching it again and knowing what I knew, and man, it's just heavy from the very beginning.
It is.
Every once in a while,
Yeah.
you just see like a glance. Like they'll just give
Yeah.
each other a look, and it's just like.
Something's up.
So okay. The premise of this movie is 4 friends. They went to college together. They've been friends ever since. It's been 25 years since they were in college, and they all get together every year. At different locations and have a vacation. Kind of like what was that? Kind of like Very Bad Things. Where they go up for the.
Is that the movie I'm thinking of that Jeremy Piven's also in, where they
Yes.
kill the hooker?
Yes.
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 See, I told you. I
Yeah.
told you.
You
I
told
was like,
That's
why,
Very Bad
Why
Things.
is he in both of these movies?
Dude, I know.
Like,
I know. Well,
do we need to know something, Jeremy?
I know.
Like,
Yeah.
this
He's
is a
definitely
little-
got a thing for hookers and blow.
Right.
Anyway, so these guys, they get together, and whenever they get together,
You
they
mean
just party.
Vegas?
Yeah, right, exactly. They party like super hard, right? Like
this
tons
is,
of drugs.
This is like Hunter S. Thompson's level of
Absolutely.
Really?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because you have one of them as a doctor, one of them is an English professor,
And they
one of
set up
them-
pretty quickly that like everybody's life is kind of dark.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
they all have some
nobody's happy.
depression. They all
Something
have.
like that,
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's something amiss. Like you can
And
always tell
everybody's
from
life.
the
Rob
very
Lowe's
beginning.
selling those prescriptions.
Yeah. Nobody respects him. He's just like he becomes a hack, right? A quack, more so.
Yeah.
And so they get together and they celebrate, and that's just the thing. But this year is a special year for them all, and so this year's celebration is a little bit different. And if you don't want to know, look, I'm going to tell you, if you want to watch this film, it is better to approach it with as little information as possible.
I agree.
Agreed.
Yeah.
The less you know your first watch, the better it's going to be.
The more it'll
for
hit you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude,
you know what I'm
and there
saying?
were
So-
a couple of times where I had to fucking pause and be like, okay,
Yeah,
that's
right.
hitting a little hard there. You're hitting a little close to home there, bro.
I'm telling
I mean,
right,
yeah.
right. That's the thing, man. And so, like,
Because it has a lot
hard
to
to
say
not
about
spoil.
friendship. You know what I mean?
about friendship, about loyalty, about
Right.
like speculation about your future, about disappointment.
Yeah.
About the harsh realities of life. Like when he's having that conversation with the college kid, and he's like, anyway,
Yeah.
like there's no
Yeah,
way
when
to
I
talk
was
about this
so
without moving into
excited
spoiler
about the
territory.
Right.
future when I was your age.
Yeah,
I was
dude.
so
Spoiler.
excited
Oh,
about
who
this.
knows?
That was
Yeah,
coming
well, we
forward.
should really preface,
Right.
like, because if you want to watch this film, come back and watch this stream later.
Like,
we
might.
have to
Yeah.
move into spoiler territory.
But we'd
in
also
order to
love
have
it
this
if you guys
conversation.
stuck around.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Look,
So
just
that's
turn
entirely up
turn
to
the
you.
volume down. Keep the
Right.
stream going.
Just keep the stream.
Right. Absolutely.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
We'll make drastic hand signals.
You have no intelligence.
Is this our we're
We're
clear
done.
of spoilers?
I think so.
Sign?
Yeah, I think that's a good
So
idea.
we got
yeah.
news jutsu.
News jutsu.
And then we
got
have
no more spoilers.
What is this? Kermit the Frog arms?
Oh my God! I was thinking about what's that? Team America World Police.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Yeah.
That's the signal.
That's the signal. Yeah. Durka.
9/11 times 1,000.
But yeah, so I mean, but there are some very dark themes, and it's one of those movies that really kind of forces you to look inward, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot of those moments, and it feels
especially as a
shitty.
male.
Yeah,
And I mean, I hate to make it about that, but
Yeah.
you know,
But
it's almost like
the
is.
movie kind of made it about that.
yes,
honestly.
right,
I mean,
right. It's like, well, the premise from the director's standpoint, for the writer's standpoint rather, was like each guy is like a different perspective of one man. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah,
here's a
okay,
different
yeah.
expression of one dude. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, watching as those things, you know, how they play together and how they depend on one another,
and the way they
sometimes-
argue with each other,
dude,
too.
they are
Yeah.
a great ensemble cast.
for fucking real, dude.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, there are points when it's like, dude, this shit wasn't even written down, was it? Like y'all
Yeah.
just, you're just
Y'all
doing
just
it.
came up with it.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, there's a lot of ad lib scenes.
They
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
just had some bones to
And
the
you-
scenes, and we're like, well, we're trying to get from here to here,
And
like,
I have
like
to say
Curb or
that's probably
something.
my
Uh-huh.
least favorite part of this movie.
The ad
The
lib
ad
to it.
libbed, yeah, but
Yeah.
I have a general aversion to
There is
ad-libbing
one
most of the
ad-lib,
Is that
time.
why you don't
though.
like Curb? Is that why you don't?
Probably.
wow.
Like at a certain
Wow.
point, ad libbing just kind of grades on me, and I'm
Oh,
just like,
okay.
oh god damn it, just write a fucking joke.
Do you know the best ad lib in that movie in my mind is when you know, one of the guys is upstairs yelling at the other two guys that are downstairs, and what's his name? It was not Jeremy Piven, not Rob Lowe. Give me the other guy that we actually know.
I just said
Thomas
his name. Thomas Jane.
Jane.
Thomas
yeah.
Jane, yeah. Thomas Jane's over there cutting up all these drugs and mixing them, matching them, and he's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Hold on, man, I'm making a salad."
No, man,
Yeah,
yeah, he
and-
did
yeah,
say that.
He did. He was like, and that was a complete ad lib. You
Man.
know, he's like, "I'm
Yeah.
making a
That-
salad." He's
I
like
like it when-
mixing all these
when-
powders together.
When Rob Lowe comes and sits down, and there's that kid,
And he's
where he's like,
telling
you know, it would be better if you took this sober and without anything else, you know.
yeah, he's like,
and,
"I'm studying to be a doctor." I'm in
and he
med
was like,
school."
"Oh yeah, really?" And then he
Uh-huh.
just takes
Takes
a handful of pills and a handful of pills and just goes.
Oh, like, holy shit, man! You know, once he said he was in med school,
Yeah.
he was just like, "Oh, well, here's what your life's gonna look like."
Right,
Yeah.
this is it.
You know, this is the top.
Look
It's actually
into the
really
mirror,
fucked
son.
up. The,
It
the,
is.
the levels of, especially like opiate addiction
Oh,
in
yeah.
the
Oh,
medical
yeah,
field.
absolutely.
You know? Yeah,
Absolutely.
Everybody's hooked on amphetamines and opiates, you know, because it's
Yeah.
either, well, I need to feel better, or it's I need to stay awake to do more things.
Right.
Yeah.
You know? And then even with the commentary, when once again, you know, at one point in the movie, they end up going to a restaurant, running into
yeah.
you know, young bartender girl. You know,
Uh-huh.
she's super cute.
Yeah,
And,
I liked
she's
the way
like,
he was hitting on her. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
that was funny
Oh,
because
dude,
he's
it's
so
so-
fucked up when
Uh-huh.
he's
Oh, yeah.
he's so high.
Dude,
does-
and
he
she
doesn't
noticed
give
it. She
a
calls him
fuck.
out on it.
You know?
It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you're
I want
high
you
as
to-
fuck, aren't
I
you?
want you to
But
take
she
your
also
apron.
loves to get high as fuck. He's
Right.
like, "Oh yeah, she loves me.
Yeah.
She's into me. She's so into me."
I want you to take your apron
And then-
throw it on the ground.
Uh-huh.
And then,
And
joke
walk out
upon
with me.
joke,
Yeah, walk out with
she
me.
brings her boyfriend to the party.
Well, she
Right.
brings a whole group of
She
I
friends.
brings
know.
the whole
As soon
group,
as I
yeah.
as soon
It's
as
a
I
lot
saw
of
the
them.
group, I was like,
'Cause-
they didn't invite dudes.
Well, no, they
did
didn't,
not
but,
invite.
I mean, but that's how that would actually go down.
That's how
It's
it
like all
works.
these
That's
girls
how
are
it
just going to
actually
show
works.
up,
and they
at
brought
these
Sasha
houses.
Grey.
They brought Sasha Grey with them. But they were having that conversation. That one kid was just like, "Yeah, man, it's like my, you know, there's my parents, you know, they're trying to build a house in front of my parents' place or whatever, and you know, they just really shouldn't do that. How much does one person need or whatever?" And I think it's Jeremy Pitt. Was it Piven? I don't know. It was Thomas Jane. He was just like, "Who are you the fuck to say, you
Oh,
know?"
no, that was Piven.
That was Piven. Yeah, he's like, "You fucking
Yeah.
snowflake." He's like, "Who the fuck are you? Who pays for your bills? Who pays
Yeah.
your rent? Who pays your tuition?
Yeah.
You know, your mom and your fucking dad." He's like,
Yep.
"And so until you're doing your own shit, work for some shit. God damn it." You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Don't just come bitching about everything that everybody else has got. Get your
Right.
own fucking shit.
And this is the guy that has been stealing money from all of his
Yes.
fucking clients
Yeah,
for
and you know
years
what?
and
You know what? I
years.
thought
Uh-huh.
his little secret, his problem was going to be a lot more.
Nefarious. Yeah,
Egregious.
it turns out Rob
Well-
Lowe's is probably the worst.
Right. Well, I
Probably,
think
yeah.
it's a
Right.
matter of 2011 because 2011 was a time when
Well-
those scams were really like now that's commonplace. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It happens all
Yeah.
the time. Back then it wasn't as common. It was really just coming out that people were, you know, pulling these scams and just taking people's money
Yeah.
and running off with it, right? So all of a sudden the FBI is investigating it.
It was
et
more
cetera.
poignant at the time.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes
exactly.
sense.
So that's the only part of this movie I think that really is kind of stuck to a certain period of time.
Right.
Because
Yeah,
I mean, the
because
rest
Thomas
of it-
Jane is like the artist that's lost his inspiration.
Yes.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
used to be a writer, used to be a painter, doesn't do shit anymore.
Yeah,
because,
he's
you know,
got almost
He's
everything. It doesn't
now
even
he's
fucking
just
matter.
now he's an English teacher.
now he's an
Yeah.
English teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He bought a Porsche so he could wreck it.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
I like that. Like, where'd you get the Porsche? Oh, I bought it off a local. I totally intend to wreck this vehicle over
Uh-huh.
the next 4 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so so the guy guys do. They get together, and through their interactions, you learn that they're very close friends, but they were always fucked up.
Yeah.
Always fucked up, and so Tim, was the only one that actually kept this thing when all those kids came over. He actually. He had a boyfriend. Yeah, he had a boyfriend.
They made a suicide pact.
They made a suicide
okay,
pact,
well,
yeah.
I was gonna get there, but his thing is that he had a boyfriend and his sister, and he accidentally killed them in a car accident, and so he's sitting there suffering with that. They're in a drug drug fueled, like, I don't want to say an orgy, but like threesome with this other guy and this girl, and he ends up just breaking down in tears and telling them,
and he was like,
"Hey, here's what I did.
You remind me of my sister.
You remind me of my
That's the fucked
sister."
up part, too.
And he's like, she's like, "Well, pretend I'm your sister." All this kind of shit.
No.
And they kind of egg him on towards.
Yeah, they really do.
Suicide. And so, but he can't recover from it, and so he ends up hanging himself. But apparently,
That seems
he
rough.
kept
That's
a note.
where I had to fucking pause.
Yeah,
That seems
Because
rough, dude.
that's right in the middle of the movie.
right. And,
I was
and the
thinking,
movie
okay,
tonally is kind of comedic up to that point.
To a
It's a
degree.
little dark, but it's
It-
like dark
yeah,
comedy.
Yeah.
And
but
then
then
all
it
of a
just
sudden,
goes, bam.
Well, that's the thing, dude. As soon as that shit happened, I paused it and was just like, "Oh no,
Oh,
that's
it's this
just,
kind of
that's
movie.
just half the movie."
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
no,
not only
things
that,
are
but-
gonna
second
get
act.
worse.
Everyone's mood completely does a 180.
Yes.
Because at that point they know that they all have to die.
Because here's the thing. So after he hangs himself, he leaves the note in the bathroom right near his body.
That they
and
wrote
now they have
25
all
years ago.
exactly. They wrote
Yeah.
in blood 25 years ago.
Yeah.
And they've all written a line on this piece of paper, and the whole name of the game is, in 25 years, if we're not where we think we should be, or we're not the people who we believe that we should be, if we haven't accomplished what it was that we set out to accomplish, if we have forgotten who we are today by that point, then we'll all die as one.
Yeah.
That's it. We'll all kill each other, or we'll kill ourselves together. And so, man, he hangs himself, leaves that note. They find the note, spins the whole movie. Spins the whole damn thing. And so it even gets to that
to
point
be
where
honest,
Piven
I
tries to
don't even
leave.
want to ruin the rest of what happens.
Bro.
I just like it just gets real dark. It just
Real
gets
fucking quick, yeah.
Yes.
That snowball immediately starts barreling down the hill. dude. Yeah,
Absolutely.
It does not stop until it smashes at the bottom.
Right.
Oh man.
Literally.
No.
That's
Yeah. Watch the movie.
That's how that went.
I do wonder if they had just been nicer to the cop, if that wouldn't have been like
No, there was no option for that.
there really wasn't.
Because she was
she's-
on him,
the
like
whole
you know what I'm saying, the
time,
whole
yeah.
time. The second she finally, they saved that guy's life,
Right,
and
and
then
that drew way too much attention.
Exactly,
Yeah.
it's like who are
But
these guys?
but
and
he
where'd they
knew
come
that as
from?
he was leaving. I mean, you saw him put the
Put
hood
the hood
up.
up.
And
He's
he was
just
like,
like,
"Oh
God,
fuck,
that was bad.
Everybody saw us.
That was
Yeah.
bad, but they're so fucked up
Uh-huh.
that they're just acting. They're just doing.
And
right?
the boat captain came up to him and asked him where Tim was.
Yeah, it's like,
Hey,
where's your
Tim?
friend?
And
You
they're
know,
like,
he had to leave. You know, and then even when the sheriff was talking to the boat captain, he was like, they're fucked up. Like those guys, they're all the way fucked up.
Yeah.
He's like, do you think that he was always predetermined to commit suicide, and that's why he kept the note? Absolutely, because that was even
because he's
stated.
obviously the most depressive
He was
of the
he
four
kept
of
the
them.
note, so
Right.
he had it this entire time, which means that
He's been
for the
thinking about it
past
for
25
years, fucking
it's been
years,
on
dude.
him,
Especially
you know?
since he killed his boyfriend and his sister.
Absolutely. He's just like, well, shit, I'm gonna die. That's it. So when I see my friends
by
after
the
25,
start of the movie, he's definitely predetermined.
Yeah.
right?
shit.
Dude, when he first arrives,
yeah.
just that look in his
You can
eyes,
tell that
man.
he's
I'm telling
sad.
you,
Well, dude, the first
Yeah.
scene you see him is just him sitting on a fucking bed reading the note.
right?
You
Yeah,
know?
And
Before
so
he even arrives at the
and it's
house.
so weird, man, because those other guys, they really didn't. Even though you get this weird vibe, like I said, sometimes it's just in a glance, right?
Yeah.
But you get this weird vibe, but most of them were like, man, I forgot all about that shit.
Yeah,
You know?
but
They
it's
weren't
like,
thinking
but it's
about
still
it.
like they know.
They know,
but they don't remember. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's like they don't want to have to act on it. It's like they
Right,
don't want to have
exactly.
to actually be responsible for a choice that they made when they were in college.
Seriously.
Like Piven was
Yeah.
just like, I don't remember this shit at all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like that was forever ago. You do dumb shit in college. You
And
say
we're
dumb
different
shit.
people.
We're different
Yeah.
people
I
now.
was right there with him too. when he was
Until he
saying
tried
that
to take
shit.
his ass
Yeah.
home.
Until he tried to
He
take
tried
it
to go home. They're
and
like,
then-
oh, the FBI's
the
here.
FBI's here,
What the
yeah.
fuck? What'd you do? You know, his wife doesn't even know.
Yeah.
And the FBI, and he had to turn his ass right back around. Right. And
That's
so-
the thing, though, man. It's just like they're. I feel like, especially for Rob Lowe and Thomas
Jane. Yeah.
their two characters, those two guys at least had outs. You know, they could have potentially returned to their
I
lives.
don't think so.
If-
Yeah, but
you
both of
No.
them were so unhappy with their
Most
lives
of
that
them
they
were
didn't
so
see
unhappy.
that.
Yeah, right.
And then Thomas Jane, man, like the way that he's portrayed is, you know, he's the party, you know.
Yeah.
But the truth is, all that he has are his friends. That's the
Yeah.
only thing
Yeah.
that's real to him in this world.
Yeah.
And so after you losing Tim, you see him start to crack,
Oh,
right? And then after he, you know, helps fucking
Piven?
Jeremy Piven along,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? He breaks completely.
Oh, yeah,
and just
immediately.
becomes
Yeah.
dude. Like so, there was no coming back. And even at the end, when
I
he's
think
just
at
like, I
that
miss my
point,
friends
yeah.
too much.
Yeah.
I think
You know,
at
like
that point, yes.
that's everything to him.
Yeah.
You know, and so once you start removing that, he's got nothing in this world.
Yeah, I think at that point. But I mean, I'm talking about like by the point that they found the note.
That
Yeah.
after
There was-
Tim is dead, the
after
damage
Tim
is
is
done,
dead.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
gotcha.
you find your friend hanging, then you don't come
that's-
back.
No.
Yeah,
I
man.
gotcha.
And so, like, and I see what you mean by it. You know, they could have potentially had an out, but no, man. I think at that point,
They were all at dead ends.
they're all dead ends. It's like, okay, well, shit, here it is, and this is what we have to face. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they were even saying, it's like, Tim never forgot.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
the rest of us forgot. Tim never forgot, you know? And that's even heavier to think about somebody that you love, you know, just suffering for 25 fucking years thinking about this thing while you're over here just like, man, I was the man for a while. Like, I wish you could have seen me. I wish you could have seen me. I was
Yeah.
the man. You know, like, I don't know, man. It's like,
There was one line. It was Jeremy Piven and Tim was showing him a picture of them like from college and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
And the dude just looks at it, he laughs a little bit, he's like, I don't even recognize that guy. That shit hit me
Right.
because I've done that.
Yeah.
You know, I've looked at old pictures of myself and it was just like, that is a completely different fucking person.
Really?
You know?
Yeah.
And like, damn. You know?
It's
It's shit like
strange.
that. It's little shit like that in this movie that will hit you where you're not expecting it, when you're not expecting it, you know? And I think that's where a lot of the emotional weight comes from.
Yeah.
From this. It's
Yeah.
just like, you know, it is depending on who
I'll
you
say
are, it is
that.
a very relatable
that
movie.
it's
at
very
times,
relatable,
yeah.
but I think you hit the nail on the head. Like it's a very emotional film. Like I
Incredible.
can't
Very,
tell you
yeah.
the last film that was really this like emotionally provocative for
Yeah.
me. You know,
Man,
like
yeah.
I was already kind of in a weird headspace last night, anyways,
Guys
when
need
I
to
started
see
the
Come
movie.
and See.
You know,
We're gonna wait on that. We're gonna push. We're just gonna kick that can down the road for now.
you know, but it was, man. Just watching it, I was just like fuck, because I was gonna watch it because, you know, since I've seen it before, I was like, you know, I'll play some Final Fantasy, run some,
Yeah.
run
Dude,
some
I was trying to
roulettes,
play some Returnal,
and-
and then the movie hit me, and I was like, "Fuck the game."
Fuck
Yeah,
the game. That's
same here.
exactly what I did,
Motherfucking
dude. That's
movie,
exactly
dude.
because I had it on my laptop and I'm sitting there trying to run a roulette or whatever. I do like front lines PvP.
And at the beginning
And
of
I'm
it,
just
you can
like,
kind of do both things at once.
yeah,
and
but
then it-
but this was my second time through.
Right.
So it's like
Oh, you
all
knew
the
it was
small
coming, too.
details.
Yeah.
All the small details are more glaring.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm sitting there trying to play the game and watch it, and I'm like, man, fuck this. I put it on my main screen.
Yeah.
and just
highlighted
kick
all the
back
breadcrumbs
But
for
you
you,
all
didn't it?
of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah, because I'll usually play a game or something while I'm watching something on TV, just kind of go back and forth. But I couldn't do that. With this
Yeah.
movie.
No.
It's
It's
it
gripping.
just sits on you.
Yeah, it
it's
does.
fucking just boop. Here I
Uh-huh.
am.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And you just have to deal with it.
Yeah.
Just get smothered. You know?
I do love me a sad movie, though.
But you
Yeah.
know what? You know what I
Every
did
once in a while.
immediately afterwards? Played some fucking Dragon Quest.
really?
Because I
Watch
needed
the
to
Little
just-
Mermaid.
happy now.
Yeah, it's like, man, I need to fucking ride a slime right now.
Dude,
That's
it
what
was
I
like
fucking
by the time
need.
I was done, it was like 5:30, so I had to go to bed, man. I was
Yeah.
just like, dude, like this is
Ooh,
an
you know,
awful
I couldn't
way
have
to
gone,
go to
I couldn't have
sleep.
gone immediately to sleep after
Oh.
this movie. Absolutely not.
God, it hurt, man. It really, really hurt. Just trying to
Yeah.
like stop my brain from just like thinking about all these things because it will once again, like, you know, by the end the blinders turn into mirrors, and you really can't help but, look inward and think about it, especially like, if you're a little bit older, and that's an interesting thing about the movie too. Depending on the age of the viewer, depending on, everyone's going to take something different away from
it.
this,
Yeah.
Unless you're like a dude in your 40s.
Yeah.
And then I think it's going to make you really think really hard about some things, and it maybe not
this
necessarily
is kind
about
of
yourself.
Midlife Crisis, the movie, right?
Right,
Essentially,
exactly,
yeah.
right? And so it may not
Midlife
necessarily
crisis
about
to the
yourself.
extreme. This is an actual dino crisis.
This
This is a dino
Midlife
crisis.
dino
It's a
Dino
dino
crisis,
crisis.
dog.
But
You didn't
what if that
see-
was? Hey, man, that'd be so fucking funny. What if they did a Dino Crisis 2, like a parody, but it was all about like an
Everybody's
old
getting
folks
high?
home? It was like an old folks home. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like old people problems.
What if it's the cast from Dinosaurs
Yeah.
in an old folks
Oh,
home
my God.
called Dino Crisis?
Oh my God, I want it. But the baby never aged.
Yeah, friend.
Yeah. Glad we could lighten up the mood a little bit.
Oh
for
man,
you guys.
yeah, I mean for real, because that one's
this shit was getting dark.
in a lot of
Really.
ways, it makes me think of a film kind of like. Did y'all ever see Mother?
No,
watch Mother?
I haven't.
No.
That's another movie,
want
kind of
to.
that art house style that you should really
Uh-huh.
watch. It confused the fuck out of most people.
I believe it.
Yeah, right. But really, honestly, when you think about it and you think about the name of it, it makes sense what it's actually about.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yes, Jennifer Lawrence.
Mhm.
And so, but it's a really really good movie. But it's one of those movies that sticks with you. It's
Right,
just like
right.
you watch it like Requiem, right? You watch it once and then you never
watch it
quite
again.
shake it.
Yeah.
Well, you never quite shake it. It
Never
never
shake it,
it never
yeah.
goes away.
Or
you know what I'm
like
saying?
Trainspotting.
Yes, absolutely.
The first time. Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as you see that baby crawling on the ceiling, you're like, well, that's in my brain forever.
Forever.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm done. So, yeah. Requiem. You've seen Requiem, haven't
Oh,
you?
fucking Requiem.
I-
Oh my God, dude.
I watched
At the
it.
end when he doesn't have an arm
Yeah.
and they're all like they're like, don't worry, somebody will come for you, and he's like, there's nobody coming.
There's nobody coming.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I watched that movie in high school.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, dude,
I did too.
In
I'm not
class.
kidding. You want to teach your kids not to do drugs.
Yeah.
You give them Requiem,
What
and
you-
then they'll be
what
like, well, fuck
You give
drugs.
them Requiem, and then every time you see them maybe try to start going over there, you just lean.
you tap the movie.
No, no.
like,
Uh-huh.
you
No,
remember?
no, no. You don't even have to tap them over. You just lean
I-
into their ear and go ass to ass.
Oh,
I may
see, I was gonna be a little bit more subtle. The
I may have eaten LSD the first time that I saw
Oh,
Requiem.
dude, fucking dude, Jonathan ate it and went to the theater to watch
Bro.
Requiem.
No.
Whoa. No, it happened upon me. Well, look, I didn't know that we were gonna watch that fucking
"Hey, but
movie. I thought we were hanging out chilling.
Why?
We were just chilling, and then somebody was like, "Hey, man,
Let's
y'all need to
watch
see this movie,"
Requiem.
and they threw it in. I'm like, "Okay, cool, movie time, Requiem for a fucking
it couldn't
dream."
have been The Cell. Like, come on, we couldn't have had a good time.
Good
Like that one's
No,
fucked up,
man.
but you would have at least been like, whoa.
Yeah, exactly.
No, dude. This one
Instead,
just
you're like,
twisted-
that fridge is terrifying.
Dude, just that scene with like Marlon Wayans when he was like running
he's
out
in-
of the car getting shot at and shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Dude,
and
yeah.
dude, I can imagine.
Oh
I can
my
see
God.
it right now. Just burned itself into my brain.
No.
Man, when he's sitting in the waiting room and then the
Uh-huh.
cops show up and they start talking and everything, you feel that looming terror. you know?
Yes.
I agree.
Damn that movie.
Yeah.
Oh man.
The electroshocks on
For
the mom.
Oh, when
like, fuck.
the refrigerator starts
Fuck,
moving and
dude.
shit.
Yeah.
You know.
Take
Oh
the blue
no.
pills in the morning,
Uh-huh.
the yellow pills in the afternoon.
Oh my God, dude, fucking Requiem. So, but that all of that to say
Yeah.
that this is
In that same
it's
kind
in
of
that
level.
same wheelhouse.
Really.
Right. Yeah.
It's in
really
the same
man.
wheelhouse. It's probably not as blunt.
Not
as-
quite, but
yeah.
it's really about the same, kind of place.
Same
It
vibe.
takes you to the
Same
same
vibe.
dark
Yeah.
place.
Right. That same emotional weight.
A little too real.
Uh-huh. It is. It's really fucking real. You know, because like I said, even if it's not one of those things that makes you hold up a mirror to yourself, we all know somebody who may be suffering in one of these ways, right? Because
Right.
all of these guys are depressed and dealing with depression. in
You
different
know
ways.
at least one of these guys.
You do.
You know.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
You know.
Absolutely.
If
And
not
so-
all of them.
Right.
Right.
You know.
And it also kind of shows just how much, we all cover up that kind of sadness.
Dude, Rob Lowe with
know?
his son who doesn't remember that that's his father. He thinks his stepfather is his actual father. You know, calls his stepdaddy daddy even
Dude,
when
I
his dad
can't-
is on the phone.
I can't
Yeah.
even.
Bro.
Nah,
Yeah.
that
Can
fucking
you,
hurts.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. You see, like,
Dude,
Mhm.
I mean that's and he's like, well,
It-
fuck
dude,
it.
I'm
Okay,
telling you.
well, I'm killing myself.
yeah,
now.
right. Like,
Just-
like that part of the movie made me like really happy for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, I thought about you immediately. I'm like,
Dude.
man, that's so great that this isn't something that he has to deal
Right,
with.
exactly.
Because like that level
I
of
can't. I couldn't even imagine being in that situation.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Where your kid doesn't even know who the hell you are.
right.
you know?
They talk to you, sure, but they'll talk to you about their dad.
Yeah.
You know, and it's
I
like,
mean, shit.
I'm your dad.
That shit kind of fucked me up in the live action Cowboy Bebop.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Oh.
and that wasn't even as heavy, but it was still the same thing.
Yeah.
Where she didn't trust her own dad anymore, and it was
Right.
the stepdad that was the. It was like, oh god damn, man.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
This is so, you know,
It's too real. It's too real.
too
man.
real,
It's too real.
man.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Anytime, see, that's the problem. Once you have a kid, anytime there's kid shit, it really fucks with you all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm invested in this now.
Whereas before it was just like, yeah, get these brats off the screen.
Well, no, I was more like, I can empathize with this
I get it,
situation.
yeah.
Now it's like, God damn it. Why?
You know, so once again, I apologize for putting your brains through the ringer.
Yeah, it has
It
to
was
happen.
good,
It has
though,
to happen
dude. It
eventually.
was
Yeah.
fucking
It was very
good.
good.
Yeah.
I
Very
love
good
it.
movie.
If you look at Rotten Tomatoes, if you look at a lot of these,
They're giving it like
reviews,
a 6.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
people hate it, and I understand why.
Yeah.
You know, but even
It's
once
not
the
an
credits rolled,
enjoyable
right.
watch.
right,
You
right.
know,
but
it's
even
not fun.
and the ending is not the best, to be
No.
honest
No,
with
yeah,
you. They
yeah,
tie it
It
up,
does
but
just kind of go like, and we're done.
yeah, pretty much. You know, but at the end when
Yeah.
the credits start rolling, the soundtrack is phenomenal.
Oh, yeah,
but at
totally.
the end when the
Uh-huh.
credits started rolling, man, I'm just sitting here like, you know what? Fuck their opinions. I
Yeah.
love this movie. Like
Yeah.
I don't
It's
I
a
don't
good movie.
care what I mean because it's not for everyone.
Yeah,
Right.
It's not.
Uh-huh.
It's really, really not. I think it's kind of designed for those people who may, have that little bit of darkness or who may have had a point in time in their life where,
Where
they had
yeah.
some struggle, man.
Yeah,
Make
Make you
like
feel some kind of way.
yeah,
you know?
right. It's like, and so at certain points, it's like, fuck, man. Like, I'm glad that that's not the path that my life took. Right.
Right.
Like, it's like, we all had those opportunities, those choices, those decisions that we've made that kept us from going down those routes, right?
Yeah.
Or some people made the opposite decisions. and
Right.
Maybe they're dealing with it,
Yeah.
And so, I don't know, man. It's a lot.
Rough stuff.
It's
rough
a lot.
stuff.
So,
Submit to
well,
the darkness.
Tandy?
We have.
I know Tandy likes sad movies,
yeah.
but Tandy's also a bastard. So
Right.
let's
Andy
see.
is a complete dick.
Hey, Tandy, should the fine folks at home watch I Melt With You? Fucking asshole.
Every time.
What
He said ask again.
Aw.
We're not asking again.
That's right. No, look, you go back into your.
That's the answer, is ask again.
Get out of here.
Dude, one day you're gonna turn that on. And it's
Well,
not
you know
gonna
what?
Turn on.
Ask yourself if you'd actually like to watch this kind of film, because
Yeah,
we
'cause we-
totally understand if it's
Yeah,
not
and we
for
didn't
you.
we
get
didn't
it.
we didn't go as
Yeah.
heavy into spoilers as we really could have.
Right.
There's still a lot
There's
of
right.
nuance and surprise, and I think that it's a very well scripted movie,
Yeah.
regardless. And so some of those
Right,
conversations are definitely worth hearing for yourself.
And the only real, other than like the ending being slightly weak, I didn't dislike it though. I just
Right.
Yeah,
understood
right,
it
it's
was just a
just-
drop
I think-
off,
yes,
right? But other than that,
funny.
the only criticism that I really have about the movie is that sometimes you see that they used some shitty digital cameras.
right.
Yeah.
That's it. But that's also not a big deal.
Some
and
people
it
argue
adds
that
to the oddity of it.
beginning has pacing issues. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Because the movie
No.
is 2 hours long.
Yeah.
But it's constantly moving you through the story. Like you don't even
Yeah.
realize that you're being moved through this story
Mm-hmm.
until like Act 2. The second
right.
act.
Right.
once the
Well,
second
a lot
act
of
starts,
that's
it's just
due
like,
to the
oh,
fact
shit.
that a lot of that's due to the fact that you're really getting moved through the story with dialogue, and not really like the characters
action.
actually doing anything. It's just
Right.
them talking, and they stay stationary in that one room.
Yeah, but
Right.
man,
It's all about their bond.
I love
on
Reservoir Dogs.
Right.
So for me, that
Right.
kind of movie doesn't bother me.
Exactly.
Right, exactly.
Some people are like, nothing's happening.
I think
it was one room.
I think the
you know?
beginning is a little bit slower paced, but once the ball starts rolling, it's just it's here and it's coming for
Well,
me.
but that's
you
the
know?
thing. On a second watch, you realize that the ball was rolling the whole
Right,
fucking
exactly.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so,
Yeah.
yeah.
But-
I mean, this is 2 thumbs
It's a good
up.
movie.
Absolutely.
Watch at your
Yes,
own discretion.
yes, totally.
Make sure you got like a picture of a cat or something.
Or
Yeah.
a blanket.
Or a blanket.
Yeah.
Or a significant other to curl up next to.
Yeah.
Like wipe your tears away because it's gonna hit you in the
Yeah,
filth.
service dog.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Play some Kirby.
Play some Kirby out.
Have your
Hey,
Switch in your lap.
That's right.
So I'll pause the movie.
Just
Like,
make-
I need the
hey,
Kirby. I need the
happy,
happiest thing on the planet.
happy,
Happiest thing on the planet. Okay.
Cat video. Cat video.
I feel better now. Okay, now back to the sadness.
Back to the sad.
Oh, look, it's a cat riding a duck. All right.
Well, I guess that's it for this episode.
Yeah.
Have we
Yeah.
decided what we're doing next week?
I would like to suggest nobody.
Okay. Nobody.
Nobody? What's
Nobody.
That
Nobody,
Odenkirk.
baby.
Bob Odenkirk.
Yeah, the Bob Odenkirk.
John Wick.
Yeah.
Bob
Okay.
Odenkirk is John Wick.
I know nothing about this. I'm
It
excited.
looks good. It's on HBO.
It is
So
fantastic.
we can check it out.
Also,
Yeah.
we should check out Don't Look Up at some point.
Don't Look
Yeah,
Up is
absolutely.
fantastic.
I really want to
Is it?
see that.
I
Okay.
love
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Movie
Well,
of the year.
we might
Movie
have-
of the year.
Whoa!
Movie of the year last year.
Whoa.
Absolutely.
Okay.
100%.
Whoa,
100%.
Well, sounds like we got a couple of weeks moving
I
forward
love
here
it.
for
Okay.
films.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that
Love
has
that.
to happen.
All right. Do you spiel? Do you spiel, Scott?
All right, thank you guys so much for joining us. It's a little bit of a shorter episode than normal,
Yeah.
but hey, we had some fun. Thank you guys so much for being in the chat.
Thank you for
Thank you
hanging
guys
out.
for hanging out and following. Like, share, and subscribe. Follow. Check us out on YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcast, iTunes, and a bunch of other places. that you
And
would
check us out tonight for our
And check us out
postcast,
tonight,
where
postcast.
I will
We're
melt
probably
with
gonna
you.
melt again.
We'll
Yeah,
probably melt.
again.
probably
We're
melt
gonna
in
melt.
honor
Uh,
of melting.
That's
And
right.
Also, thank you, Skyline Joyride, for
Absolutely.
joining
Welcome to the
our
family.
Yeah.
wonderful family.
If you guys
Absolutely.
know of anybody that might enjoy our show, enjoy our streams,
Like,
We
share
need
stuff.
2 more
we need
followers.
2 more guys.
Ooh.
That's right.
We're
Just
getting
two.
there. We're fucking getting there, man.
Yeah, man.
We love you guys, and we'll
Thank you.
see you next week. Peace.
Goodbye.
Heart shape.